Kwasi have banned for life by the World Football Governing Body FIFA. A statement from FIFA said Mr. Nantati has been banned for all football activities. Our own brother Kwasi Nantati. Asamna ban ya enyame de krat me can be, but we have to see. It's on no be a football park wa on katana ni wontwam. Okopembo amfo bia ho according to FIFA laws. Owuze nkofo bocha skela wontwam. Adie bia activities of game. Kwasi Nantati ni so ofa ho. Enso top ball man ba. Top ball or top ball against Simra. And said neba eke football asem no tie enso against Simra. Adie bia ye ball. Enti said the music kire kra sebe ne bema ase no. Adie na ebobo ho mienu eno se fe ball. O dwale amount oche. On side and side. Or so ball no more against FIFA mra. Because I don't see your ball. Because see, show one day. Ni we say a bit me to be a tiatoa, because show one day. But the ham no one kata ball, the go as his own touch and the hamming. I go see in your pay, who a bejo. Because don't worry, okay?
Masa enyo ho boga yo ho Ghana sanse kuntunhwa na chia na eko afisem ho hia papa ampa watena bro kirache de na eko so wunchi agira watie unity radio dia nkan sanse timen ada edam frama se yo unity radio killer bia dadi.
Look here, my friend, our problem is our leaders. You remember our great grandmother? Yeah, Santwa. Did she depend on World Bank? Did she depend on our brofo? She didn't, right? And you change, Oduman Kuma Tradion Pong, Woso, Tutu Tata, you know, Baba Bibi Baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand, you're a traitor to the nation. Go see the council. Go see the people they got there. Dr. Kwame Naminimshi, he's there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana Miredi, he's there. Nana Kuntumpo the first, he's there. You know, Evangelist, Bishop, Asorisika Kwana Miria, they are there. You know, they don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look, a small road they're building, they can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it. Because I know how to build it.
Anna dahono empanfo say enipa da sane hu donti anaboa kama di na chikwa beso na nyansanfuo say ensem pa na apese wutie dia ene Worcester bonte so ha onua ya sanse unity radio ho an ensem no hwegu.
The world greatest philosopher, the walking encyclopedia, Elizato, drop the fire.
If you didn't marry the girl you spoiled, you will definitely marry the one another man spoiled. Remember, Romans chapter 6 verse 2 says, God will pay each person according to what they have done.
Elizato?
I have never seen a handsome mathematics teacher before. They all look like quadratic equations.
Elizato.
Even if sense and wisdom is falling like rain, African leaders will still use umbrella.
Elizato?
By the time you buy a car, they will be wanting those with private jets. My brother, you can never satisfy women.
Elizato.
Girls used to stay at home and cook like their mothers. Nowadays, they stay outside and drink like their fathers.
Elizato.
No woman can control me. No woman can control me. But once she says, go and lock the door, you fly like a bird.
Elizato.
When your man is angry and shouting at you, just take off your clothes. Men don't argue with naked ladies.
Elizato.
Once a girl enters your room and see plasma TV, decoder, laptop, fridge, AC, microwave, and food stuffs, my brother, believe me, a serious relationship has just started.
Elizato.
A man can be in UK and not okay. He can live in US and still be useless. All good things come from above, not abroad.
Elizato.
When you start behaving like ECG in a relationship, don't complain when your partner finds a generator.
Elizato.
A jealous demon may appear as a supportive angel. An open enemy is better than a false friend.
Elizato.
Some black women think Having a big ass is a career.
Elizato.
Beyonce net worth is $850 million with 22 Grammys and over 100 million album sales. And still forgive Jay-Z when he cheats. And you with only 2 panties won't make us rest.
Elizato.
I think it is time for us to start dating by qualification. We cannot have a degree and get heartbreak from an ordinary SSC holder. It's highly unacceptable.
Elizato.
My brother, relax. That girl you are begging to accept you is also begging another guy not to leave her. We are all beggars.
Elizato.
Thank you very much, my brother Ricky.
Elizato.
Ane ye kanya ye moa se pimpim de he ase tresen mumusu da ya ehye tirim mumu tirim asem Unity Radio nkoa ne enim Unity Radio ya giba bia boso
Wala to try to.
Masha mo bano se ma wo so na mo fiti wana ma ba betena.
Oh to me ye dai. Asema na bozo kan. So ke mo dia.
Ma bia mama.
Ya bo bia ma. Also ma no bo asema na bozo kan. Se dawi ani mo so ye wa to.
Yo kan ko.
Ani me ka ho.
Wo po sha mo mo sha ho.
Me ka ho.
Mo mo sha ho.
So na me tiam.
Wo be tia de be mu. Wo de na tie ntia wo mo bi mama.
E mo we ye mo na mama. Ya mo ye ni so ti ye ba mo. Ye ni so ti ye ba mo. Ko ti blu.
Mam eba say
me ko toilet ne so bla ye toilet bia ne kurom ha say ana me se me kwa toilet ne so me dura na blaze su ne ba bia me koto pa ho no so ba kan ha wona ye adan sa toilet de bia ne me ma koto so na ba ma su ni mo toilet kurom ka say kurom ka nyina toilet ene afan ya wo ho yi ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so me koto ya na so ba koto me nchen adan nchen na yesa e ta me ne ko sa toilet ko no
dia je say me ko toilet so me so afo so de me oh eba sa me so me nya dai o so me so tranche na me so me nie na me ko tonje on no bu afuza ade ma ba ton ton so me so me dai me ba so to se ba ko be mi nyina mi ningum ho mi timi ningum za o ko to so ba no esin chan so ko te se abrim pia so ani
na se eduru be be me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na ekwa na mo koso bi ana
da bi ebu ha o enza to tele se to de bi ya kef du bu kef na o ba ni so na to o so to te de Untimi ni ngo ho. Na wo say de o dusu bie.
Obi a toilet de wo de ye de na wa de koso na ye se toilet ne do.
Toilet de me ko akọ ne ye. Ah o ye kef. Toilet de ye si bia ye bu de kef. Ni atare nchen sei. Ndu bu kef na o ba ne sisu yi.
Na se mo kre ma ne ha mo.
E ma ne ha ye. What is your toilet so ye ba ko pe. E fa ni nkwankwa ne ye. O ba ko no oba siso. Oba siso no me siso. So what is ndi toilet de enyu mu nkwa de enyina enyu mu nya ni abom. Comme nous besie abana ntima besi bia ma eni manisa
Bravo ne kan yo se ensem Paulo mo na fra na ku upe ensem eku otwiko bata atie dia ene unua tie Unity Radio Worcester United States of America ebehuru bebre ebehim bebre amanfo be tonton sansan nanso menka na da upe asanim kiremu dia eno ane Unity Radio.
Asampa etia obanyansa foso wo munubia wanka na asam te mafutu sam kakre wa supeme yo kofi oman ya woman omani ya mama na enyi baby akọ bata ya wareni wonso wanyinyi pa asade pa wo fe oye
Minutes to the top of the hour, 11 a.m. Unity Radio 103.9. Abrazo said, "Anopa bro, Anopa busu jumedi so Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita Lamalena is already seated. Mididi no Apogu Javibe to my friend Upona National Ken Kalusha will be joining us soon. Otu mensa Anopa Yacha Bia Ubia Unu Boshaso Masa Unu Boshaso Ntie Yakoyanim Manu Akwaba. Abom ti saying. Wedding.
Yeah, I'm good.
Wedding ni ben.
Everything is set except the woman. But you go so. The ring, the bed, and everything are in place.
The ring, the bed, the pastor,
the church, everything has been well sorted.
Nti akade.
Akobano. Akobano.
Na mpenifo bu bese unya oba na wo sekete no. Unte da.
Sometimes you use the up bottom approach and they be another start if you sometimes they'll start if you slow. You sometimes get everything else because I can't do or die. Do or die or ban a beba. If you actually they are two all die be die or not do or die or ban a bebanti. Spirit in even a mede way no. Fair or foul means, foul or fair means. Whichever way possible. Once there's a well, once there's a hole, there always be an entry. So we are hoping. Once there's a well, there always be a way.
Once there's
a hole.
Once there's
a well. Hole.
Word Ben, I'll pronounce what I mean to you.
Once there's a well, once there's a well, there will always be a way. Once there's a hole, there will always be a hole. Then there's a wool. Wool.
Maza. Once there is what?
There's a wool.
Wool in there.
Yeah, well. Once there's a hole. There's a hole new wall. Every boma in your pay. Once there's a
Manucho Magandi.
Oh, you are being mischievous this morning. If a woman hasn't got a hole, how can a man enter?
Oh, you say once there's a hole.
No, once there's a well. There always be a way.
Why do you talk about if a woman?
We are talking about me marrying, having a wedding.
Yeah, now so well, talking about women. Well, the whole what difference being
they have everything.
How close are they?
They are all calling for entry. Well, way, whole, we enter. I mean, these are idiomatic expressions. I mean,
are you President Mahama?
Exactly. This is our chain way, no. Manasseh very idiotic expressions. I mean, I like that one too.
Yeah.
Idiotic expressions. I mean, one himself can't quite say, but at least you want to make an emphasis.
No, but
I like his letter. I mean, Manasseh,
yeah, it's part of our discussion. This
beautiful.
Morning. And Alote Jacobs. Alote Jacobs and so blasting Mahama. I see time Mahama a year we know. And another coca all that be die.
Yeah, he said
it's blasting.
He said he's a violent leader.
Nti nyafina Mahama ebe play with Ghana for Arjuna. Adiana nya one can you slip of tongue.
Exactly.
For the first time, I see Alote to be very lenient on President Mahama.
I don't think it was a slip. It was deliberate. Our Kamboka said no be all that be done. I'm smart do or die. So what a slip? This can be a slip. He knew what he was saying.
And Odia in kind sa Kwame Amosa no nidini de Amorai. Yeah. Omum you know mama misrepa. I say atapeni ni atakakra.
Yes.
Security expert be nso analysis be dia ba. Or say President Mahama NDC chances are not be winning 2024 no. Was saying with this comment because it happened to Akufo-Addo.
Yes, when so can be. I mean, Manasseh also said it that if there can be any better chance of being winning.
Oh, Manasseh also said it. Oh, yeah, Manasseh article man training
it's very beautiful. So our chance 2016. Or say you at the most time, not the 4 months is morning
Ghana for yempe violent talk.
Yeah.
And yes, people even people get disgusted.
I think he was misled. He was misled to believe that when we are too soft.
Kevin Taylor.
Not in recent times. I think he's losing steam. It's not.
Enra wa should do or die at idea.
Oh, okay.
And also be printed t-shirt and crowd their charm for.
It's intelligibly not intelligent again to me.
Also be print over 2,000 do or die.
When you decide to insult people who listen to you,
but I think he seems to be.
He's bitter. I mean, he's just a bitter man trying to better his lot. I mean,
I'll say this week. I don't know. I'll say this week. He's not going to be on air.
You see, we all know where he started from. I mean, Tamo started here, with all due respect, he was preaching Alan Cash. So when did the story change? You see, I mean,
no, you know, I was telling you this week. I was telling you,
yes,
you remember?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. When I watched him that day with you, I said, "Wow, this guy is doing a great job."
Exactly.
Now, on the Kennedy Japan talk back in the days. Now, sometimes I think I was in Ghana, but now me knew be I pay keen interest to him. Now me channel.
Yes.
You know, but
you were in Ghana to visit. You were in Ghana 10 years ago. I'm trying to get
confused. I was in Ghana to 2019.
Visit, yes, exactly.
That was
you were in Ghana.
Okay. That was 2019.
Yeah, some just from 2 seasons.
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, but Uba, yeah. Now,
exactly. Oh yes, he was having some laudable exposés.
The first program that I watched with you.
Yeah, yes.
Make I say, wow.
Of course.
Or your program be crack I say. what platform our person or the support to no ye bibia me catch us I was even going to call
him no say people to support him nobody people
no now I see or a program be some demonstration na bibi na also person you pushy na come again to what platform you can call him and give him your platform and in support. And at that time the topic and the focus was to help Ghana.
Exactly.
So I was I almost called him and said, sir,
your FM station.
But you know, when I watched him 1, 2, 3 and I realized, sir, as a new way of championing,
he takes no prisoners.
Exactly. Per se, but the interest targeted.
Bias.
I said, targeted or support you about that is where I began to say no. This is not what I want.
He was not independent. He was pushing an agenda. I believe independent journalism.
Ghana. Personality occult.
Exactly.
So I say, Manasa Azure. That's why some of us like him.
Oh yes, of course.
The Kufuadu ya enya obekano. Mahama yena enya obeka.
Yeah, I remember.
So yes, sir.
I remember.
Yeah, yes, sir. Dear. Na yehu say, o say na me no ku.
Yeah,
but when I went back and I listened, maybe some Bekacho say you are right.
Yes, I mean Manasseh. I mean
that's me.
Exactly.
Once Paul that I knew because me Paul I Juma radio. I'll be a photocopy.
Exactly.
You know, I knew
from
Paul
2000. He's a veteran, 20 years.
Exactly. I knew Paul to be fair, but now say more. Na minya da jenya day. Inti, but okay say. I should go and listen because Paul TUNEIN and any way of doing things assessor.
Yes.
I went back, I watched a couple of his shows when Captain Smart did crab by or take battle on the Captain Smart. Manasseh tweety against Kufuadua. No, Manasseh. And maybe radio now just say no Manucho, you are right.
He sold it.
So now Paul doing a show. I don't take Paul Admoch and Minimno says one of the seasonal journalists and follow from Metro FM. He's no longer because the reason why he's gotten a board chair.
Yes.
It means such people when they talk politically now.
You know
I look at the
lenses.
Until now me feel say Kevin Taylor was of the sort say or a neutral journalist fighting for the cause of Ghana. But then I realized because President Mahama I can do or die. You know, and that even do for what you do for.
No, not.
Kwabena do for cry. Wasn't he the former finance minister?
He's still an NDC person.
Kwabena do for you see when you do that, unya respect. And yes, I open national assembly. No open national Jimmy Cross you. Manu Jose open national dia menina minu no madam volunteer. Na me Jimmy and no. You have to call a spade a spade.
That's what I'm saying. Manasseh wrote beautiful chronicles. Say. I mean, Sisi and one more chances in because there is a chosen way I do or die. No, they think it's violence. It sings a song of violence.
That is it.
Yeah, you shine your eye.
And also na make catch non-verbal cues. Okay, say
yes.
Okay, sir. Canada, Japan. Yes, I did be war. Ni TV station ho. Yeah, okasa. Or say pam table. When you do that, what are you portraying? And then your radio interview. It was even TV. And you, because they say radio be a TV more or less.
Exactly.
Now don't say about table. So instead of Kevin, for you to sit on your network and say, Oman Peninda da Mahama. Baby, are you free no? Or mine are you free no? And then come on, I would in your battle home come about what the Basabasa yeba. Intisa do or die comment no and you're unwelcomed. It's inappropriate, it's unnecessary, it's unfortunate. You rather print t-shirt and no be no dey share show.
I know, I understand.
Do or die 2024. Ama so be print bi amancrofo ahye. Nti wa do or die no. What do or die no? You
see, they're
insulting.
Same hypocrites who condemn all that be die wearing it. You see, when it gets to those points, then you see yourself as a hypocrite. Because if you have a problem, somebody saying all that be die, but I think do or die is a fair comment, then you are not being truthful. Unless, of course, you didn't condemn that one and you see this one to not be condemned now. But maybe I agree to the school of thought that as much as you seen in our balances, in an election, where there have been violences, people have died at Techiman South at the collation center near there. I also walk on. You don't make some of these words. You don't say them. You don't mention them because where Sana then you are rather giving chance. Let me say, I wish there was time, Manka, you could read the whole article at Manasseh Troy.
Oh, you're ready because this is Paul D'Souza Musoria.
Yeah.
And economy na enko yi no.
Yeah.
And among can one say who has stolen the networks?
Yeah.
Who has stolen the show?
Exactly.
Who is making us not talk about?
Maybe that's what he wanted to, but you see, an uncle because blighting or winning crap, there'll be a dent on it. People will say that do or die. I mean, you could have been foul means because why you say when we nanti them catch us or catch and say 2012 time at most would the barely 4 months you have morning cloth elections campaign Ghana win elections. You won it. In 2016, you lost. 2020, you lost. In 2024, you see an idea. Why are you keeping a mind that it's a do or die when your kids will be comfortably be sleeping? But being coach now no find a life into chacha. You see, these are not things ever also. Unless of course that day no be show military uniform, someone on call polling agents. Na yeah, I was war gone. Yeah, Farida. We Mahama Ba, or no a polling agent. Yes, a sheriff. Yeah, you are not no Gina way. Or Jinemu ayawa aswanse. But your kids will be sleeping. Ni pay wo. Unti or say obi no mahama so ni din so. Yeah. Families have lost their loved ones. Obi kra breadwinner, obi ma opapewu. Yen kan wiye. Na when a chance was you pour more petrol say this and they do or die. So more people should die for you to be president. I think the more you look at those things, as much as scholarly wants to say that, but he should have taught beyond scholarly speaking just English. You see, a word like die, shoot, kill. As a leader. I mean, Pemfonya say Akufo-Addo together with and can hear crank. Akufo-Addo had that dent on him, which is carrying. You've managed to stay clear of that controversy. Fine, why can't they be president there? But when Obiara gives you a tag, I said, but tolerance, he will always be his man. But as someone can eat there, you are eroding that tolerance tag. No matter what, Mama, they are very tolerant by saying that it's a do or die. Tell me, Master, the president are gonna be able to. Don't put the anchor, won't taste it than anchor. Anchor Akufo-Addo didn't put there. Fine, he felt that, hey, anchor dear Yashimi, maybe 70-something years, we still may not be in the year. Won't put away the bidder. We've been president for not less than. Say, your question should be answering because technically, so president, there should be two ways. Either we over to us now your full term, or you do fresh elections. I think these are the two. But when we have that open chance that we do be 1 year, I say do 4 years. As uncle crap over so when you another 4 crop chenku 4 rollings in terms of democracy. So why will you let it be call it a do or die? When you're 5 years of presidency already, when you're another 4, when you're 9. See, the more you think about this things, the more you could have saved the whole world. This ugly noises you should have been discussing Ghana. You see some way, but maybe you want to be talked about, but wait there and your positive reportage about him. If he sits back in his room, he should know that there's a negative way in our audience. Say, all of a sudden, thank you, Tonu. I didn't think people will be interested in your next way, but you could have saved yourself. Because Ghana, I'm going to say there's a chosen 10-20% or decide elections. No, MPP and this will be on 40-45% already. You wouldn't run away from it. But there's a chosen 10%. I must say, their votes are not on autopilot. And I know them. We Ghana friend now up 2000. Maybe I'm Tuma Akufo, 2008. Me Tuma Tamils, 2000. Me the Mahama, me the Akufo-Addo. There are people like that because they are looking at the substance on the ground. In China, Manasi say that time Akufo-Addo was making promises. People didn't know what he could offer. But after 8 years, the people have tasted what MPP also has. So, a fair chance. This is your chance. So why make it murky with some of these negative connotations? Negative or connective talks. I remember I just say, I'm not a ruffian. Now who says I am not a ruffian? Anybody let people say it. Manko Fonka, sometimes your talk will give you up. Maybe you are putting some people are very good for the cameras. Your friend Karl Marx theory. Obe kun obi bato no be a tap. Will be near boy say president na idea, but next one who is that person on
Johnson Katia called Nanado violent and said Nanado has violent traits in his genes.
Exactly, I remember
but
those
this time I say what I want to do or die no blame teacher.
No, but you see I don't know if I lose elections no, because now you are plowing on the intelligence of anybody who does not agree say with Jimmy on table for illiterate. Say if I decide that do or die statement today.
But Mahama also said same.
Yeah,
Mahama said those who drop school, who dropped out of school early, and to do or die.
Meaning that Obia on any adwin bia no illiterate and I say illiterate or were born near. You don't say some of these things that my can what you to me the end the way learned and now we are smart. When you're smart, when you're learned, you can avoid some of these things. Say I'm a nicho pa na me bo pa until once can be. I thought you were smart. na president should you enter those realms. So I'm not smart again because I think what he said could have been avoided because Ghana is a flashpoint and yes you crown you elections that's some like a bloodless school I say bloodless school is Guinea Jamaica bloodless school Gambia and people have said giving them thumbs up but elections and no less than 10 Ghana becomes a place that anything can happen. So you as an ex-president, you don't join that topic. You don't decide that. I mean, you can say let's be very vigilant, let's be extremely determined. Even a regional minister, one day sacrifice yourself and become a polling agent. Near they make those times Dorakwe near your woman be no I way before MP before 1992 he went as an MP. Some 8 years on, he was Chapel Hill. He was the polling agent. Because I'm no madam for crazy. One is, hey, the woman way watching the table. Lots of as a polling agent. I admire them so much. That's our penny party. Our penny party NPP NDC no. It feels that at level I do no. Uncle now no any polling agent so that they add figures. In turn, I think that you should be preaching that must between 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. So counting is done. Obia can't stoop low. Put the emphasis stoop so low to be a polling agent, because you don't need people every time say 207 and we got 27. These are some of the problems that we share pink sheets. It's not what share how people write. You realize that people who go there they don't even understand what they are doing. And I mean people like and that's why I will take you back to Manasseh's Chronicles. He speaks about the fact that Kanukra NDC 2016-2020 you don't have verifiable veritable figures. You still relying on the EC's figures. Up to now, HETY, you only sent a few pink sheets. You could not even collect all your pink sheets. NDC will be some pink sheets in your money. They don't have those things to support the argument. And can put the Fabra. Until learn lessons and now try to get all your pink sheets. Send learned people to go and be polling agents. Some more of very good figures. And ministers as MPs now go down and be polling agents. Yeah, that is how well you should say that. Yes, BB say elections are won at the polling station. Here can 2012. Mahamas one because he was in a comfortable lead. Because that's exactly what he said. After saying all that be done, he said we should BB say the way crime one. We see webu baby. Manasseh Baby said if you're a cripple, you don't start beating the war drum, because you can't there. The police, the judiciary, they are not on your side. So why will you even start beating war drum? Say, all die be die. And you are handicapped. And also do or die. Do or die. Yeah. So we are handicapped. See, I can say Ghana one or control over military.
Ghana quick. Now you need Deputy General Secretary of the NPP. Lawyer Obribuahin in Nkomo Enra, we saw his story, we talked about his story, some interviews he granted saying President Mahama cannot intimidate the NPP. Lawyer Yamawa Aha Ghana Pumti saying
I'm not so.
If you boko there.
Oh, Namabama
Bibia Koso.
Oh, Namakoso. I mean, we can say 100%. But at least the rate near Mekoso Ghana. No, I'm not Ghana. You found you and Kekoso, sir. Because Ghana with an impact. But yeah, because in honesty, we are 657. At that time, Ghana per capita income, not Ghana correction of South Korea. And now the CPP government. Yeah, Ghana Sika Sambasa. In around 1965, people were killing any person like Ekotoniama. 65. And the records are there. Okay, I've been better than person of the can. 65, one party state. Then the military, a champion, a few farm came in. Then Buzia came in, a champion between Buzia. A champion, then Kufu came, then we have Rollins, Ila Limam, and Chair Rollins and between Ubuye. Rollins transfer to 2000. No, but we have the pace of development in Ghana now. It's quite better, you know, quite better. Since first time you baby and yefa. Okay, so I've been in the very baby, Yamaonka. Oh, what can I say? And not Ghana, Oko College free. Shabi. Interview me. For when you told them how we school or Ghana, and as a family college is free. How do we part of the college? How do we part of the college? Shabi. America one way, baby, a woman work as a pan, community and woman work as a pan. I was out there waiting our phone. I'm waiting our phone. But be a woman work as a pan, I'm waiting our phone. But be a woman subject of factor, I'm waiting was no. All these things are there. What is be? No, don't do all my akuko. Do a cromadu, akuko, section, said young cry, anything. Empty, I don't sorry, you can't please everybody. But you need to be objective when you are analyzing issues. Or maybe your own MPP fine, any day. But at least, I work with you no time and no one in the cabinet. As well as I blame the cabinet. What you say? Okay. What time Procus said, I think I'm not to find here.
You're betting come on later with regards to the economy, but Anopa share Asama air trending Asama air cost Omanpenida. Thank you to our
no air trending. Asama trending Asama Penny Mahama Kokase do or die. And I'm some Kokase, what do you mean when any passa? What the Panyam Quada? Let me tell you, I am a lawyer. I'm a historian. I'm a politician. I am a statesman. I'm saying that look, this MPP traditional. We show traditional. A MPP. Na kwa kopie UNC PSP. Na kwa kopie Progress Party. Na kwa kopie United Party. United Party no, it be a Northern People's Party. It be a Muslim Association Party. It be a Gashimo Few. Ebini ya Ashanti Youth, we ya Togo Voter Congress, we ya Wasa Youth, even na NLM, even na Kabu in the United Party. Kwame Nkrumah tried it, he couldn't. PDA, Preventive Detention Act. No, we should be good. Omokra 58. One Kimi, a champion tried it, Union Government 77, 78. And yet, Rollins came 82. No, we should multi-party and Masuda. By 1990, no multi party. I do by Kokasa 88. So the point I'm saying is that look, if you know the history of this country well, what do you mean this group of people? Group of people, group of people are ultimately Ladan Amadu Baba in Kumasi. Omotra Ponkosi. Kwame Nkrumah got your time Otiminko Kumase. Otiminko Yendi. Otiminko Wamfi. Otiminko Offenso. Otiminko Boko. Otiminko Chibi. And the plan Yamra Sao. That is the president Mahama Ogojana Ogasa do or die. I do or die and I go Omokaya or Tibinum Brofo. Omonte Brofo na idiomatic expression. And now from this film and now, I'm sure Wampa. Do or die an idiomatic expression. Now, Miss Amaya Bonino, or no cancer, Yamaya Bonino. Okay, do or die, and mental as Yabono. I mean, idiomatic expression. I also do or die, and all the Barbara customer, idiomatic expression, just a wish a mixture. Do or die, no, all the Barbara, mental as Yabono. Idiomatic expression is we see a mixture.
We see a mixture, okay.
We see a mixture. We see a mixture. Where the way and talk.
Na Miami say Oshe Kasa Mampeni that can be made to turn another dear home all die be die. Uboni mi no tofa obeka ne say emu de hin na
all that be done. All that be done I say. Who will be you? Chikasa yakasi will be a do yasem. All that be done. You will be a do.
Ntiano de na
no. And I'm just as a baba won another class and Chikasa me will be a do yaka.
Lawyer can say dia so bi so beka say usi am di twase ye ka ntim fom so be na Enkomi beka say do or die no so ye Canada enti se nka no so anya bia de ye kan bia na ye say
aka me nkasa me nkasa tio me nkasa mampan ni Mahama no aka bodo nka boni odo na kana so fi do or die na me so man kana sam no do or die men class ye no bono men class bono kasam no do or die men class se so si ametwa na ka boni nti ono aka ne de na me so maka ne de enti bia fa de me nkasa wadi dia to me nkasa o kasa tia
na Friday now say ontumi intimidate mo. How is that intimidating?
Esa no na binum hu mi say ono no Felisa mi o ka no hu na na so ntumi hu na o aka say do or die na mzi yo so me ntra se ne bono idiomatic expression bono no kese usi ametwa ya de edene usi ametwa na wo ase wo ya mo en TV da wa buruchi da usi ametwa eno de I must be very honest and sincere papa yen na ya mu abu ano ne enko dress rehearsal asen of the baso nti onko do or die na me so nko usi ametwa ya nya woman up for 2024 we dey nyan tokwa. I'm not beating the war drums. I'm being honest. But
in your interview, you did state that you weren't expecting the former president to be drumming home the issue of do or die.
If a former president, Uncle Castle do or die, no, do or die. Mention your former minister of state. Mention me answer and social media. And I don't get away. I don't hear how people are being frightened or trembled about this.
Lawyer, sir,
who's your American Musurana?
Oh, and yes, sir, you through na ye bisa sir. In what context? One former president Akoka be yes, and yet all over obi condemn say uyo mampeni ana uyo obi a uyo opinion leader. As I say okakasa sebi ede emfa ba promote violence and I say emfa nipa dwene nko baby a enye eti na ye hwan from sa angle no. And I like the fact that in your interview this state say
all I just okay say do or die am so no ma ko say me roman nti o mo me say yeso mo yan fa rosuru yan say yes I was from you mo me area me you man o ba say me cancer da na we rosuru asem
me point in say the ono no kan ne nye na ka se usi a obetwa na che say are we not trying to or promote what the community see as violence?
O there be kaka kan se onya ye na kaka kan ka se no jaya kukuru so beja we dey me nya futu ka tro Mahama so nka say adobro me twesa no so me nim ya meka but long as on nka so twesa no dey won't mean can say okay do or die no oh ni everybody ka say yes I was from you mo meria me you mama amare me ko bonika na ama nya so me ko communion na ko bonika
Intimacy osi a yebetwa o kano say President Mahama Sia lawyer Obriboahin Deputy General Secretary MPP or the ba be kwa kotwa ana ono mo be kwa kotwa ana obeka say party
me metwa ya se be demba me am metwa da wo se jo Ramos bobu gaba da wo se jo Ramos bobu gaba
I don't hear Ramos.
Ramos. Oh, Joe Ramos. I'm not Pepe. Oh, Bogada. Bobuga, Papa. I don't know if you know. I'm going to make a
lawyer holistically, Asama Mampenida da Mahama Kayano, Uhuni saying, Uhu say a year. And I say, and yet, say,
I'm not bothered about that. I'm not worried about that. I don't need to place any interpretation on that. Why can I be? Exactly. I'm not saying, yeah. Although I can hear her, I'm sure I can hear her.
Okay.
Do or that, never on a social media. I'm going to pass you do or that, which is a mixture.
Okay. Na mami misa we yemfri amampani Mahama de no so yenya we na misa yenim se na na ado danko Akufo-Addo alanche agenda 111 o CBC 111 hospitals, both regional and district hospitals. Na ene yeda sorry opani baako ye friend Prosper Bani minim se unim no pa o si ankono de osusu se Ghana sika SCC hospitals be bree e uncompleted e bi hihye wuram ne ade yesika esei ntin kan say o mampani ebe start 111 hospitals per his agenda no adenti enanka yemfasa sika no mom ana yenni kanwie de SCC yenwie ne nyina ansa na yakofoforo so yenim se oye former interior minister and chief of staff Prosper Bani asma okano minim your take on this particular story.
So wa kana gona na mboa
intina mi bisa won so adwene no
ma gena so ni o kana de say famsa I don't know, sir. What is she talking about? Abandoning membership regional hospitals. Send a baby be a regional. The government has created new regions. I said those regions in a regional hospital. Of course, it is a municipal assembly. It's a municipal assembly. Only hospital. Is a municipal assembly. Only hospital. What I say, it is not district capital. It is a municipal capital. Municipal. And so ni ayala sabia. The man say oni ayala sabia. The municipal oni ayala sabia. Obviously ayala sabia. Most of the hospitals in this country, about 60%, hospitals are hospitals. And you're woman for there. Come to my place, Bono. Hospitals I can see I did from Bono and Halfo. Started from Diayan Kwanta, started from Sampa, Kodrobo. All these hospitals in your room and Calexia. All these hospitals go to Techima. Bono is regional capital. Regional capital. Bono is regional capital. Hospital in your room and for there. And the bank of my Techima regional capital and the regional hospital. What is wrong about that?
Lawyer, what is also wrong with completing already started ones in the bushes? Some are being left to rot.
Well, what can family be our marketing? Come and see after hospital. After hospital, and this in a start here. Abandoning issue our way. Even Shinano Regional Hospital, abandoning issue our way, you are dying. I don't know what
you and myself also know very well that some are being left in the bushes to rot, especially military hospital.
After military hospital, no. But we
had a documentary on Onia TV just last week. Gases near the hospital ought to have been completed by now.
Look, please. After the hospital is a turnkey project. After the hospital is a turnkey project. When we talk about turnkey project, it means that your project will be what is a financial company now about Piauka. And people are banning now teams are down or my Cosington. And people are banning by now more Cosington. So you don't have to tell me after hospital a Kaurum. But you want to be able to try to Ghana for sub will be quite a coach number, no coach church, and I see the phone, Nami Fakanso, Namiko Ura, or Namko. Look, after the hospital, there's no executive instrument. No executive instrument. And therefore, as we are talking now, after the hospital, your entire program will be as compensation. Your entire capital. Low-cost journalism, no, I'm 48, and I'm not insulting anybody. Who can erodate project at Nsoko Hospital? Koshe stage of Mujano, Koshe MPP, no one at Wasso. Koshe Kuma, MPP net Wasso. I don't do before net Wasso. I don't get my young for a bit of nobody no card agency here.
Lawyer, many sending in an incident boy. I told that politicians and also Moniano.
I agree. So a big woman, I think that I agree.
Yeah.
So, okay, but the president should not be created as Argentina. Want to add now question money. And that's a regional capital. And you did the regional hospital. And the Bushina is a district capital. You did the district hospital. Okay, my child went to the woman for because almost to see no more closing it down. And Kevin and the party man survival.
Okay, lawyer, yemfa wonhwa NPP abatwa enche bebaso enra say na menimse na nakwa peace FM guy friend say Nana Yakesi now interview somebody aspiring to be national youth organizer. You know, Kasa the last time. Okachere said you are hoping to go for the general secretary position itself.
Minyanko.
Aden, lawyer, Aden.
Penny be a so-called flag bearer. Na penny ko flag bearer. Also, person menya campaign manager. Penny be about so penny no. Some people started campaign until me can MPP started campaign. Na ba so mo start ya. But penny no ni dinu no o ya laji wo ni dinu na doctor so sanka ni dinu no ho. No ano no.
Anti we dey say wa kan laji Dr. Baumia.
Madam Nkai mi mo bi adi me dinu na laji ka.
Won kan ya dey betumi ready meanings into it.
Campaign manager. Congrats.
To say do order no mu ready meanings.
And this say betumi aka say lawyer Obribwa, deputy general secretary, say incorporate general secretary position no, because aspiring campaign manager for one allergy doctor who is hoping
allergy assign a doctor and can be before the take campaign then can come at yama or allergy or a doctor some free monthly or a monthly sini.
Now, the late Sir John Tiasano, he was the general secretary for NPP. He declared his support for Nanado. So why can't you go for the position and still declare for your support for the person you think?
NPP looked at ban. They have not looked at the ban on party politics. They have not looked at the ban on internal politics. And woman looked at ban, sir.
Yeah, but my point is, I understand that, but my point is, we see what withdraw your intention to contest the general secretary position, and I'm saying, Sir John was the secretary when internal politicking was open. He declared his intention for Nanado. So why can't you go?
Open declaration.
But the general secretary need what crashes our dream no.
I like to be a senior doctor.
Lawyer Obribwa, deputy general secretary of my NPP. Also, Mbobi, lawyer Yate. Now, a pronso, Mamu Be, so say a beno, do or die, no, or the babunuma, and this is a mixture. It's Yensi Abu baby say a pra. You better the cancan. Yeah, that's if you know what that Jay for a short time, but when you're Brema, thank you very much for your time, lawyer Obribwa, deputy general secretary, MPP. Okay, Unity Radio 1039, Yeni lawyer Obribwa in a Kasai, deputy general secretary, MPP. Manujo.
Yes, I mean it's always a delight.
One lawyer, one doctor who is allergic.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm Baba but I mean
so in century.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Science doctor.
Large science doctor.
I mean
now share MPP. Omo press omo betumi abe president ya. Now share the allergy. Now doctor sa kan di hu a.
Former minister, Zongo minister.
Mustafa Ahmed.
They say Mustafa.
Oh,
Mustafa uncle.
Uncle say.
Mustafa de me.
Who allergic team.
Anyway, you can also make that.
Oh yes, of course. That's why Matop Mumno.
True. Say Kobo Bola.
I guess all kind of tell me beside say Mustafa Ahmed.
Yeah, Kobo Bola. Debut Manunze.
Yes.
Yeah, Kobo Bola.
You're likely probable lineup.
Exactly. Unse say too bad to cry.
Exactly.
Yeah, were odds.
Exactly. So likely to play.
Inti omo
most likely.
Yeah. Favorite no. Uko cho mo chi bet ya usika no unta enya kese.
Exactly.
Na che se obi anim se asem dey say dey sika kona ha na ebe ho. Enti
I feel on person projecting no over limelight.
No, but you see, but my disappointment is that he say internal party politics for executives earlier. So he could have still gone for it. Then before he be for presidential. And
No. Me, I can read meanings into it straight away.
He's saying that.
No. I understand.
Because of the second.
I understand. And I don't want to play the devil's advocate because me when people confirm me no mudin komo. Me when this confirm me no mudin komo. And MPP mono. So obeti abronye and the lawyer Obribo here about 3 months back.
Exactly.
They were not in favor of Baumia. I can authoritatively tell you.
Oh, okay.
And I say John Bodu you be John Bodu support Baumia. Even though undeclared, but I can sit here and say
of course.
It's now that John Bodu wants to go again and Obriboahen was going to contest John Bodu.
Yes.
Until now, if Obriboahen is also coming to that Alaji Doctor party, then there is no point of Obriboahen. In the camp, sorry.
Okay.
Party within party.
Exactly.
That party within,
that party.
Party within party.
Exactly. Coming to that party.
Not just say, Obriboahen bet to me. I bet contest John Bodu.
Wow.
What's my point? My analysis.
Yes, I get you, but this is a bit way. But I'm kind of individual way so. Achievement should also follow. I get you. We all can support one
now. You say no. Okay. But me there. Me source tells me say.
It's closer to
a smart move. No.
Internal
politics now is so dirty. What I say?
Yes.
Because the boss.
Officer nanu ya Obriboahen me interview no ha no come. E come there.
Exactly.
And omu DJ.
That's why I'm highly flabbergasted.
That was the time Abronya also sat on to me TV to Lambas. And now was Abronya. Now say what is Obona na achieve.
Until make us.
But me the M1 pass Obriboahen to see akase or call for large doctor. I knew his big stance and he was so much not in tune with the current administration.
Until make us say or you be amena ne kasapa.
Yes.
Obriboahen or you be amena ne kasapa.
Yeah.
Maricho. Say ne Lawrence timi na ntifri ni fie ko.
Oh yeah.
Jubilees konum ti.
Exactly.
Na papa ko campaign man na kufu adwa. What is
exactly. Say na me win I'm sorry and kamaka say obwa.
If Aloteje Cops can go to President Kufuor's house
to apologize.
You go and bulldozer.
And say I'm sorry.
Yeah, politics, Ghana politics. Yeah.
And your master Sanyoma.
It's a game. If you take a hard stance, you will be the odd one out.
Things are knocking things. Things can knock things.
Niema kika niema boom.
And the Alaji doctor no gain grounds pa until the others to some more rising up.
Until no the analysis Obian confirm we but me analysis from my sources na my actual.
Yeah, but it's interesting. I was thinking we all can support the candidate.
Okay,
but we have a personal ambitions.
Okay, timer. Che mensa bonsu. Eko make sa.
Yeah,
my friend will be by why interview.
Yes.
If you want, I can go back there.
I remember. Three hours. It was so mad.
Yes. Until I make at say. Things have changed.
Exactly.
So that time, no, Obriboahen was going to contest John Bodu because the assertion was they want to maintain the current
status quo.
So to push Baumia.
Yes.
And I also you feel say we've been sidelined.
We need to bring
our own. But now things have changed. Okay, I says that time in Bisan say why no and also no it drew why be they'll be declaring support Amano. But that time I can't.
So now he's been promised a campaign manager position. So he feels that it's a big up fish.
Yeah, and Munina Mobile the same soup moi.
Yes.
It needs a moko.
Exactly.
So that is it. Anyway, you heard us talk to.
Yes. I mean, it's always a delight listening to him. I mean, one politician I admire. He reminds me of Sir John.
Yeah.
Ubufukwa. Weja.
That was lawyer Obriboahen, Deputy General Secretary MVP. Utu Akwaba. I didn't know Friday one man Raswama. And this week Friday by this week unsia Okanya she benya report to be but I
report be
men fan tuja
oh na fake
inconclusive
minim na otie ba no tie ne dey enye no cray fake I like that one
report amenya fan tuja
maybe otie say obedi lo to say fake
moment call sportsman no ho na ono anya the sports be 5 minutes analysis of issues because ono make gidigidi say time or the be sports and na makwa fa Obriboahen na me interview no na de entokwa kan Kaluja yes, sports kaka. Analysis kaka. Panama. And US. And no man until we got one ecobo one. Because I'm giving them starting around 10:30 or so. US they got a scare. Someone winning Enra game now and can World Cup qualifiers.
The country first go crash.
Same time say they got a scare.
Yes.
But they came back strongly to win 4-1. But bad news for Chelsea though. Pulisic walked off the pitch. Injured. Yeah. I'm say uncle or say anya uncle be auntie.
Yeah, the uncle.
In general, minimum sporting events.
I'm saying na 2 matches. Poland versus England and Panama versus Mexico.
Yes.
No, Panama.
Breaking news: Ghana Football Association CCK Akuno future will be decided tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
As to whether say be Pamno and now be stay. Yeah, it's almost Pamno.
Yeah.
And then a piece FM for your analysis. I'm saying sometimes your sports journalists now Ghana no more agenda. Omo GOB sometimes.
Ket
on nasamaka anano yanka wa.
Oh yes.
Wasacha GFA boss.
Wa me nu e nsi pa me nyantechi. Wa me nu e ho
the second na mu kro mu free by na nko.
Yeah.
Kaludia ya ni yanko. Yeah.
Oboti na you me
Poland and England.
What a match.
Hurricane Stunner.
What a match.
But Poland pulled back.
What a match.
Lewandowski assist.
90 plus 2.
92nd minute.
Yes.
What a match. Na me match na both sides ni na obi our quality no more defensive pattern. Now Poland for say football is not a play until the final whistle.
Yeah.
Because time na kabe 10 minutes to full time. Look at the pressure. Because na match required no be able to be goalless draw. But because when I was watching it, now could see there was
KG.
Yeah,
the first half there were no chances.
No chances.
Now England for now change. I was surprised.
Yeah,
90 minutes.
All the players
this is a game they wanted to win, and I think he fielded his strongest 11. So he felt
no, but that's when tactics comes to play. By all means, you should see a weakness. You should.
But I'm not England for ball.
Grealish,
and Messi Mount for once.
Maguire to me a policy Lewandowski
Lewandowski first half no pa ball bia unya this guy is good and I liked him more. He's a complete
but
he's more intelligent
on quality no na man who say Sir Adam Bosa no it was a flash in the pan. It was a flash in the pan because we give against San Mariano no to share a hat trick and a big man like this in
some games. I said Lukaku Arsenal. You don't measure.
That's what I'm saying. On against San Mariano was a flash in the pan. It was a flash in the pan.
Idiomatic expressions is careful.
It just came San Mariano no week, you know. Can ball gamer against that top-notch English side there, and then come to me showcase where you are, mama for and Lewandowski at age of 33, so
a vintage wine,
and also that match was a very tough match, and by the way, Uncle Fono equalizer 92nd minute, Bono do almost cross here corner. Akwana already go no FN BBC.
Yeah, Bodin.
Let me FN Borowski as a BBC. Omni ski why
Damien Szymanski.
John Stone ne Harry Maguire to me heady bone share no. Now we say Poland for
no. Mexico
against Poland. Hey, Poland for
Mexico against Panama. Omo Kameya be use word phone. Omo say papa.
Oh yes. At times
the chaff separated.
I don't even know what is wrong with them. And I sent Commission Mexico by 5.
Oh yes.
Omo say chances are last minute Mexico atika 1-1. Omo dribble too much. You don't omo
experience. I mean,
yes. I'm not insulting their coach. Because
of course they do say that you need that
because Ojaimo players near over complacent. I know na Mexico did
exactly.
And we say nkomo killing Crawford number 10. When your boy baby so pa on be twitwisa
they overwhelmed.
From defense now, okay, in 10 I had time to watch them. From our defense. To make Obia Pep Guardiola team. Obia so almost defend. I don't know.
On the left in Bobo.
I may check the profile of players need teams or mobile. Almost said mobile teams be answer.
Yeah. On left and right, left and right.
Very good, but they wouldn't. They can qualify.
Yeah, but some are dropping.
You said they will.
2018 don't qualify you.
So I had only 3. Only 3 first 3. Number Kwakobo. So Oshini Kozamaya.
Oshini,
yeah, no, but ball omo boss is here.
They need to be careful.
Omonya clinical. When I Commission Mexico.
I mean, I really enjoy them because Mexico no.
So
Sakon Kakafo no.
So open ball.
I say, oh my headmasters.
Open ball to say Colombia during the days of Aquavense. Oh, you go ball. You're gonna World Cup 90 ana.
Vandarama.
No, Vandarama. Then you have to watch Panama. Board but where it matters most, they can decide. Yeah, the final piece. Exactly the way they can decide where to dribble again and where to critical passes. No, go
crowd. Once I quite no more pass, you know, across the keeper the ball. Now, if you almost starting ball 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, no your first chance. Chances. But also the
anyway, it was a nice game.
When you are playing against Mexico, I was a CONCACAF for the Oshe, CONCACAF Cup na, Gold Cup na.
Yeah, Gold Cup.
Yeah, only Bonanya that needed
confidence. Yeah, Mexico.
I had the Mexico na campaigns.
Yes.
The US na challenge you omuna say Costa Rica ne Panama mu nyina. Canada cry is not doing bad. They are second now on the table.
Michel Sabado.
Yeah, Michel 5.
Opo say
Enra.
Huh?
I see 3-0 yeah.
No, much every 3 ko check goal difference na ma omode be das ro. Em say full time.
Yeah, full time 3-0 na Panama 1-1, Costa Rica 1-1. Yeah, America Honduras 1-4.
But when I looked at the scoreline and ran on we highlight, it was like 5-4.
But Timo Benashe go. I mean,
was San Jamen Kofana some crap.
Men
Kofana
played on top.
Other headlines, sports stories, and better. Okay, FIFA proposing World Cup every 2 years. A sheer firm resistance. A sheer firm resistance. England for the decline. England for the decline. Especially EPL.
Sad story with them say I'm not resistance, but I'm not surprised because
absence makes
I don't know 4 years. Some other so
competitions near boy European UEFA Cup.
This year what I'm
anticipating should go and sleep.
This year what I'm anticipating is quite say by December mono. Place because
Premier League, EFL and SPFL oppose FIFA's plans for World Cup every 2 years from BBC. Inti already proposed now, but already England they are declared stand say and as Scottish Premier League. So SPFL. Almost until let's see what happens. But it's a proposal on the table for World Cup to be staged every 2 years.
A year like this one, May, a real league, June. 2020, July, August, Premier League
and don't forget
September,
the Continental Championship, so African Cup of Nations, Gold Cup, South America, so
economy ball,
September,
Copa America,
September. One team, Abuja and also Abu in a week, 3 matches, competitive match. African in two matches, boy.
Yeah,
it's been a maybe say. January, a month for Premier League, a month for J League, those kind of stuff.
World Cup qualified.
So you don't agree?
I don't agree.
I vehemently disagree.
Okay, you don't agree. One you see
vehemently disagree. I'm on 4 years. 4 years. Why 2 years?
Because once 2 years in Samba, it means qualifiers. Number of qualifiers are double now.
Yes.
I think it will bring a lot of overload on the players.
I didn't come to Uncle Bayam and 23. Oh, coming on the 22 World Cup. Nanka was integrity those players a bit more free
on Olympic Games.
4 years.
4 years until come find in 2 years. I said
junior satellite 2 years.
Exactly. Under 20, under 20, under 17.
And only 2 years. I think under 23 years. And build the players for the national team.
For the national team now and transition Muko.
I think it's a good idea.
That 2 years now. No, I'm qualified for World Cup. 4 years. Fine.
Okay, quickly. Last story.
I'm like the Catholic Church. I don't easily. Once you see and worry, FIFA
activity or article. Teams and Jamu players. I'm on my national teams. I ban you 5 days.
Yes.
5 days. No, 5 days. 5 days.
But it make sure about affecting some games.
What it means is Chelsea will lose Thiago Silva against Aston Villa and against Zenit St. Petersburg. Liverpool will lose Fabinho and Mokipa Alisson. And then Liverpool will lose Fabinho, Alisson, Firmino. Yeah. And then City will lose Ederson, Gabriel Jesus. Manchester United, Fred.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the City one is the biggest bit.
Yeah, because Omuni goalkeeper.
They don't have it.
Assistant goalkeeper.
Yes.
More assistant. But the teams are fighting. Liverpool are Chokata. Liverpool see FIFA.
No, they need to be banned. Who said?
Liverpool see FIFA. Liverpool see a basis. Now they are built away. Almost see FIFA need basis because there were extraordinary times. Kanena Okoba ya no abesheti no. But see ano. Baby, I'm going to matches in the red listed areas. And this is quarantine for 10 to 14 days, which you make them unavailable for the teams for about 5 matches or so. Because it's a 2 weeks.
Exactly.
5 days.
They'll find a way to use Amiron.
Let me see. But FIFA, Brazil specifically. Called Brazil to activate, and I say Argentina as well.
Exactly, Brazil way the biggest way. That's why sometimes I don't understand African countries, because it looks like coming, but they are not pushovers.
Extraordinary time will no day.
Yes, but Infantino Choleta the way British Boris Johnson Sanka football into a special dispensation on 2nd September. When Fino he did not even reply to the letter. So at the end of the day, I think that is where the bad news is. Your margin say football there. I mean, that whole idea and say the class want to hold on badly near. Then 10 days. Or Kobobana say woman in 10 days. No, we are not heading. So I personally think that Brazil is doing the right thing. Once you decided to be a Brazilian,
even though Boris Johnson, man, place no privilege. No free senke say clubs no more. Amba no mabe quarantine.
10 days. I mean, at the end of the day,
Manu, look at Firmino.
Yes.
Alisson.
Diago Jota. I mean, you have Diago Jota to play for you.
Okay, fine. But you can talk of Diago Jota in that position. Yes. But what about the goalkeeper?
The some goalkeeper on the
Andre was
you see, I understand say Ghana didn't buy me. I say FIFA should find a way to really resolve some of these things, because I said some countries are getting advantage. South Africa had that advantage over us because they were lucky to have a variant in their country. I am red listed. But the Brazilians now then, so when we are solving, so clubs always don't want to release their players. They always want to have that. It's not confidence. I am thinking, what I agree with you is that we are not in ordinary times. And to be saying we are not being fair to the players themselves. I'm sure the players now, in the past, players will tell you they will go. Yeah. No matter what the club does, they will go and come back. I think players like Drogba, Munia in the past, they've done them. When they were being prevented, I'm say no way, they go and play for their Munia, they go and play for their national team, because that is what made them, and that's where they derive their joy to. But when Omokoba, they will quarantine any idea, so I see how it goes. These are times of I can't be a judge. I always want to be a bully lawyer. I can only be a lawyer for Insemuno. But I do say men judge their because the players have a very good point. That woman Koba, the system, but the British system does not allow, now the English system does not allow players to easily go and come back and fit in. They have to quarantine for 10 days. Then where do you start from there when we are trying so well to prevent it from happening? So for me, FIFA needs to flex the muscles, but at a point in time they should just understand and maybe give them a firmer warning. Say, they will really be on their neck. Because
let's see what happens. The punishment.
Why careful?
This is the punishment. The punishment is.
But I'm sorry, Charleston, because he said under 23.
No, Brazil for no
exactly. I wanted to mention. So no, dear, you might see him play because Brazil for under 23. No, boy under 23 for them when they were not under compulsion. Brazil decided the players they want to punish.
No, sir, Richarlison was not called up because of
no, but the reporter I read there, he was also. They could have also punished him.
Olympics.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They could have punished him too. They could have punished him, but they gave him that special awareness because Everton Jano at the time that they badly, they could have said no. So Brazil they push for this thing to be done to their players. It was a pros and cons. In future, as a club sign a Brazilian player, it will come with some of these things that Mokro now mo country we are stubborn.
Okay, Kalu. Stubborn. Also share no kakra obviously the FIFA here and our clubs know right. You be the mostly affected. Your club, Liverpool.
Yeah, most because now
no two also team by Liverpool.
Oh yeah, Tano is smart.
You go here goalkeeper say Andrea.
Oh, no, so it's not a smart dude.
And I'm going to find a few West
Ham. There be on 2% casting. Besides 2% casting.
Supporting a club is beyond 3 points and trophies. You need to have something. You are not overjoyed by lifting empty containers and celebrating.
So why did you go on sabbatical? Yes, why are you contradicting yourself? Why are you going on sabbatical?
Because my bosses are not listening to me.
Listen for what?
Yeah. Listen to me because...
To do what? You want them to make the team better to do what?
You know, I have a girl. If Arsenal scores... I have a girl. If Arsenal scores, she gets laid. If Arsenal loses, she gets laid off. So for a long time, I've not been laid. That's why I'm worried. Then just because of empty and trophies. What are you talking about?
I'm saying science and same. I say because protocols in the first COVID is in the system, those kind of stuff. But I say if only proactive, FBI near proactive, and say coming more for no more. What I want in terms of pushover say to me and
they don't want you to disrespect their game. They don't like that.
That is right.
Because we make your Premier League better.
And see, England for no no for baby na a hygiene, but coming more for say you say here in Kofo. And I say PS4 a year beer, test you more before mo bebano, answer on bebano, test you while being yabino, then you quarantine. But sir, no say almost stadium more, almost test you more baby. And if he says almost number embedded in the same.
No, the FIFA running to do you agree or disagree? Says FIFA, Brazil has written to FIFA to invoke this article not to punish the players, ban them for 5 days. So if Liverpool should field any player, Nase Emrano FIFA invoke ampa, Liverpool lose the match, even if they win. Liverpool will be playing Leeds, and fortunately or unfortunately, Leeds in so a player back home, Rafinha. Yeah. So do you think Brazil is being hard on their players, or England can be now cause a problem, or FIFA should be somewhat fair to the players? I want one idea. I want one idea. Ghana Football Association I call for crisis emergency meeting. In the meeting, they will discuss the performance of the Black Stars and decide the fate of CK Akono.
CK do sakana this time. I'm not coming percent coming pay.
Sakana this time incomplete. One can say
coming pay.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I'm of the view say consistency. Okay, yeah. When I'm channel, but in the games I made them 2 games. I made me the access in the power. South Africa for no. South Africa 2 games. Also by one
Ethiopia and South Africa.
Ethiopia and South Africa. The South Africa Kakasano.
About 4 matches we winning.
You call the Kakubo South Africa
friendly match.
The big cup of nation.
1-1. The last 4 games, just one. Watch 1 goal.
They sign any Ethiopia we were here Ethiopia. And they sign South Africa.
The last 4 games was saying
1 goal, 1 win. Yeah.
Nanya na mso kobo 1-1. I don't can last 4 games now.
2 goals.
2 goals. Say Ethiopia 1-0.
1-0 in a way, yeah.
2 goals. I don't know move for so I know 1 goal.
Against South Africa, there was no shot on target.
Yes.
No corner.
Keep on
remember Frank. Why we?
It's about
remember
yeah 30 for local coaches. But look as if say me right now no. CK cannot control the egos of this
local coaches. CK they kohwe na dache. And in case omo pam CK.
Oh yes omo dey local coach on back na yes or no you should be on top of his game.
Why?
Some board with my boy. Some board. No, I'm for crisis. Some board in the Kwabena Misa. I'm for they are 2 good coaches. On for Duncan.
Duncan, the Mufamano. Now, Duncan or Duncan, so yeah. Unsa Okan Wajuna Ghana Yempel. Okano Kra Yempel. Or Musu Yentiminu, secret. Now, Unim Seke to crack to me by Casa and Yesika Kononkwana selection.
That is the point.
A whole FA boss. It's me because I see Akonon a selection. And this is Nasiki Akono.
Okay, last 4 matches. I say last 4 matches. No, say I don't count.
I know 1-1 and
count against with Morocco, Ivory Coast, Ethiopia.
Morocco share 1 year and Ivory Coast goalless draw.
Ethiopia.
And South Africa share Ethiopia one.
Two friendly games. Into 2 friendly games.
Mobile Ghana
against Morocco.
Okay, until we say yempa foreign coach.
A foreign coach be a year. A local coach.
Very nice.
Have a Renard.
Good.
Okay, Mamen coach. Ghana Football Association president. I am call for emergency meeting. Ade. When is so so?
Who say some can be Amazon? Keto supposed to resign. Him Orban is slogan out the also game changer.
Yes.
From the GPL up to the national teams, they are changing.
And nothing is worse.
What has changed?
Na Ghana ye campaign. Maybe Ghana ye campaign. Slogan na ye di bano. Eno ne ye di Yanka Ghana beyond 8.
Tana me can say friend ye ba yire omo. Opo si atian na say wo FA boss. Who tin be ka say nya coach Ghana selection. Ebra no so na
it's an indictment.
Masa, why are you sacking? Why are you sacking?
You should sack yourself.
Sack yourself. Sike, I do want to bet me ayo. But work of first agency, Proto Sports, and I'm agency. I'm going to call them teams.
At least I have free hand.
The
Barbara man akwasa baby.
No, Baba Rahman cried the Manucho, honestly speaking. I'm sure your team now a boy and Baba Rahman ya de chair place now. I'm telling you.
Right to do ni bia boy
say one CK problem ni CK.
Bana me bisa o CK German obetumi aye no very relative because obetumi aye na the amount
why agree
now to me
hands are tied so to me
to me you are professional because you had
whoever that they will bring it,
you had the microphone
do the same thing to the person.
Okay, say be on audio ha nsenchirofo bisa say are you by yourself?
No, see,
yes. Nobody is interfering with your job. $35,000. You will give in. You have to be disciplined in your field of area. As a so you're professional.
Coaching course. Because they will not give him the free hand.
Yeah. That's why we need the foreign coaches.
Before they bring
why did Barreto? No, they discussed one. Why did Barreto go at the time Ghana needed him most? Because E.T. Mensah wanted to influence these people. Principles now.
You have 12 players. You can work with 12-13 players. The rest is for us.
Oh yeah, because from head to toe,
medals you my heart to folk.
Totally. See Atiano na say obi team about the Premier League.
Kalusha can
award the
Kalusha campaign.
Sponsor team for just
na me monitor Kalusha campaign power
market to Kregu. And because within the circles no crowd Musa free Mubabe contest here no, it was out of order. Na say you from outside crowd from outside outskirt. Obi ananka me efenu kra because of your Keta. He was part of the executive board within the Kosinyantachi fraternity.
Na say no dey which omom contesting na say no win na Palma from the qualifying right all the FIFA fighting aje omo mafia Palma
pa George Free or teachre or ye warm up omo nyina about the same thing bibia no besa
football people
but you know GFA I don't know what is there because you know share Obiti say a colleague Dan Kwakuyaboa.
Yeah.
Dan Kwakuyaboa was very critical of Kosinyantachi's administration. Very critical. People saw him as an enemy. And then there was an IMC, which Dan was made the spokesperson for the GFA. Look at what happened. Look at what happened.
See a Juma Ed Dinigana Pa Bakuni say Bemazi Koepiero. Was as my deba Okano. Wow, Okano.
So now and then Tenemetis was criticizing you went there. You know, you criticized.
Yeah, you know better than us.
And then you got the position. When you went there, it was worse. So, it's easy. Anyway, let's see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, there's a Ash Pharmacy. Ash Pharmacy ewo 1067 Main Street. So you Ghana ni na uti na no pay na ya ope baby ode prescription befa. I will call primary physician and emergency assistant. Baby I do a drufa. Nefa fa Ash Pharmacy. Nebua na ye jwani tumpon. Ghana ni na bi Kalusha beka to so wura hone hu dwiri no. It is CVS, Walgreens, ni all the other giant pharmaceutical companies no. Ash Pharmacy say uhia say your war short to be to kwan now here immunization vaccinations via oba umbe be counseling for almost 508-9807-111. Me ma me fia dan kwa be catch say wodini no sha se fa Ash Pharmacy oda no ada or them na e deliver their brand. Ash Pharmacy 508-9807-111. Big Olu Beauty and Barbering Hair Salon. And ya wada ochina ifia da weekend in yoma ukrom UT no animu na ona honye fe na onama said ya Kinkalusha say we be an applications no unza application ubia na se wa anya kama anya attractive ubia kra mfele job no so nti se uko UT olu ho no anim na
kan ye na no
aka ni for mic no ko
nipa mienu anu mutifia nyina on track record nya
Kalus me nya dai
oh me say me bro me na me bro
Kalusha say kasa go Kalusha say Kalusha can say
ose ma inking kom say application there wa bi ato jama for
oh my goodness
yeah blow
mo ba sa mu
kamu banana no bra ka Woti hosa na emanu be ka
I say do oda adwuma ye ntia se so ntime ndwen ho
emanu be ka so mo nyimu a na mo popo mo ani sa
e benden
ye Ghana
just support kakra mbetue
ni nya na e banka mo mba 200 ye bi onum dia say de gie ni e fan wo ba
who's that going anyway Big Olusi bra weekend no ma honye fe designer shoes, slippers, sandals, sneakers ni na benya biato best transfer usika no to your bills in aso olu aso ye da asra kese ma Asamas trading nam papa fie edra menu aba Matilda say hey Asamas or nam keke fish bia opebia box okwa na etwitwa na kama dia ma na da kogu freeze them na udin kakran kakra Asamas trading and so our 1084 Main Street. Omomi and Sanda Romanom say asne and I edi jumedi bramo yesha and jumedi na say from near the Abasro. Yebeshe a Prosper Bani nkomo ye ne lawyer Bribo ahina ye dia oka say ono na fam dia. Also a former interior minister obi a we swafo pen kwa ban mu pen se ne Ghana ekono ya nhyase anyesa ye be se ye japade ye be se sika ye be boka nti ono no nsusuye mu dia enka na nado dan kwakufu ado aban agenda 111 na odi aba no ayo nanso na hospitals ne bi wo hoda da kanwura mu sei nti ye nwie ano na Ghana sika na edi ye uwie a na wasibi ede aka ho ye nhyase mfiri ho am nhyase mfiri so manicho.
Yeah, I think I read the article very well, but I agree to disagree. You see, sometimes we pet our leaders too much. I don't think that there's anything wrong with completing the old ones and doing new ones too. I mean, whichever way, and I see it to me holding in here because just like Lobby Brian kind, you're creating new regions, you're creating new municipalities. There are no hospitals there. That is how worse it is. Says Agenda 111, which year there were 88 districts. District hospitals. In the district hospitals, so at least on say between a polyclinic and health post near there, but hospital is standard beer nipa krono so nya yaresaka kra. So in principle no 88 districts they don't have hospitals. That is what we were told. In a new regions in ye creating so they don't have regional hospital. I have region near there nya no mo ni bi e be ko pie bono near there. So as much as I agree with him that the last time I share Kennedy Japan Chrome chips companies one in a lot of them I can rim. It is true that most of them we have that culture of not continuing where the previous government and predecessors in the core, which is a culture we need to
but I'll say do we need hospitals to be built? Yes we do. Do we need 111 hospitals to be built like right now when our people are dying from mere sickness or illness that could be addressed if we have modern equipment at their doorsteps?
Yes,
we can't do that.
Yeah, I wanted to go there. Say equipment. I agree with him that most of the hospitals are not resourced because in a modern hospital, a dying is one go. You need to have modern way. Ambulance. We cram chrome has say a soothing. You ever find a do hospital? Ghana any be say emergency. Chrome has a crown. I'm being told we'll do baby a dimrikani, a kaya, crankrani, bobani, a BMC and backcrop because a second can save a life. By any day, and acquire say oscillate machines, so be call them. Equipment I agree. But to say that government should halt all hospitals and concentrate on completing old ones near them. As much as I agree, we shouldn't limit ourselves in that. We shouldn't put ourselves in that limitation. We can do more. I think a lot of wastage in the system, and sometimes Auditor General near the sometimes private jets and semi-HETTY. We don't put our monies. Our priorities are so low. People then comes your much supported way. Cathedral, or you don't support much. I've never supported cathedral. That is where let me say you don't support it. Well, in principle, no. As much as I agree with him that there are teething ones that we need to look at, I don't support him that and non issue end there. So winning BB halt all the agenda 1-1. Sometimes the agenda 1-1 what I agree is that it's a bit over ambitious. You have just 3 months to go. And I won't say what kind of story deeper where it makes it get a bit lofty is the fact that when him say when David Ajay and all senior your man is $6 million already for the design.
So, I think we already talked about this.
Yes, we spoke about all those things. How sometimes it's a bit far-fetched. I don't know when we have other way all those things will be discussed, but it doesn't take anything away from the fact that new ones and all right, but you can still push. You can do advocacy that now all no so you resource them, you equip them. Now you completely old ones. I think that will be the legacy of the president. So Jaibi Biampo concentrate on health. Where I agree with people who say that face the country sometimes is too broad. A man can't because let's tackle sectors. If you fix the economy, where economy means create jobs, take taxes to build a way. Into we 3.5 years, I say 3 years. Concentrate on one. Say okay. My team is so fresh. You see, the health will be my agenda. Health is wealth. We create the whole health. You can do everything. Then let's put all our monies in equipping old hospitals, completing old ones, and building new ones. And I think this is not something that you're too over ambitious. I know you're audacious enough. But for Professor Bani to say that I disagree with all my soul that some new regions need their own districts and regional hospitals too. And it can be done. There's nothing like to me 20 years time answer.
Kalu?
Opo, lot of ideas, but fall short of some because of political twist. Because
I said the agenda 111 is not the priority. What we need now is to equip existing hospitals that we have now, complete those that we have that haven't been completed, place the medical personnel in those hospitals and manage them effectively.
Opo, yeah, small kind of a lot of idea by our standard, but then maybe a free ban. Nancy, entertain your movie. Nana me wo fufu wase. I wo choba wase. Oh, the politicians no your mom kwanya no be adwuma no man ya. Na obi kwakoya na ye we na be those kind to obi apese ogididin. Oh, but me nka last time we say they discusses abandoned projects no.
Yeah.
Na discusses say nka this is the time I say so we have amendment bia o ayikura na nka ayikura na betumi bill bi wa akwa wa nka be person nka parliament there should be a bill no matter what who because it's a scanner they be you use na entumi enwie money you know and e cost here what am I saying and he say the bill the shame say no matter what who obi start project president be by bia no be make sure say obi ye wie do ye high na wie no na friends answer say project be happen so embark no embark constitutional mandate it will go a long way but then quite say obi pay political gains and political points no obi aba opeso ode na de beba na obekwa na aka say we dey na dey so here say the ba ambition is too much time do say o me sa no man so time na extra nti ontumi wie no abande no na every time bia na ekokọ jiska na do be ye ejapade na eje egu enwura mu sa what am I saying they say dan and na eka dan ho asemi there is settlement and no megugo asim project no and say etoni bia na madun ya jemi say ya na omo yo mo project na omo pese autonomous na so omo yo madun from ko obi ho no ya na omo pe bibie firi omo ankasa de ne mu ntida de wo ho no omo ntumi ye na do buy there em say be 1 or 2 projects bi there waye na me say atama so na de data na me ho Peace FM anymore no my 7
okay achimota
wono na okwane traffic client e buy kwa no to be 1 na say edu akare din to ye 1 no mo fa one side and so mo san be ye other side no eti obebi ekura na akanaji ekufo say on a start here something like that. But what can I say me awie no maybe say maybe say maybe
no hands
maybe say time no maybe say your friend say mama buy no dey no so why in that state that e be ka so buy no obi project o ye no watoa so e say ka e be mandatory say wo ba na say media no ekoso a don't think say wo here in the name of your party. But you are doing the thing in the name of the country.
Yeah, exactly.
Most of the time, what they do is say, "Omo ya dini via, omo fi say, omo ya in the name of your parties." Omo ba no mo omo bomo safunye
or start on one day, no they are.
Na or they didn't know the bomo safunye. Oh, me na me here and I'm doing kind of stuff. One now, all the politicians, what they should know is say, whatever they are doing in the name of the country, but not for their party. Say 2 years I don't feel a team need to be parliament appointment for so the sir bill na betma fencing a law now it will go a long way to help us and yes out opo size can be says kasa agenda 111 o can obi about na kasa o see ni chrome baby wo ho hospitals mi won tie ho kwa no e wo de be main priority baby wo ho na equipment no mu hia say o me hia there just give them equipment. Yes. It's a company after then we see new one because look at the population side. No I say because Worcester was saying you must also St. Vincent and it was a Venom Health Center. It was so you be the same vicinity because population now we start saying but say it's but nipa always a chronic and you just look at the population size now the amount hospital but say population size no one hospital ba kono kra no then you say na metie say almost say so baby I say achimfo na for never a hospital almost say a 6 no what am I no na I didn't say admoded almost say a gadgets bet mo no see sa dan no na I say omni empa now sir uncle equip this particular hospital now go see hospital for a while waste when I'm a go and that never hospital no equip hospital by the omuhiano maninya and say what now population size no aye so bigger now sir never hospital no and to go tell the pina what's a new one that's what they are supposed to do but yes say by jadena oh you buy any see say you na man dey this year what simum by nya usika ade a ka se me na me see ene dey say otuo betima ka se me simi dan by dey say by obi a this car show nsa say kosi no na mo so enam Ghana for so na me by metumi japade esombo dey amom no wo ka ne say e beju atum na na by na ye say no opo I said there's been a competition in our development dispensation when I'm no out of that into obi a person here the juma obekono na ma for the ya atunizo o mba ya mo ya japade why japade no do the needful yenfa me can time agisa a opportunity ba some of the bills are as a parliament ni hwemu any abandoned project no opo ye decide no money shema I think it will go a long way to help us and yes sir you be say every time again you go diska budu kese bi ye ba na abandon no na ye ekwan bi wo kra yiwie ekwan won say na no ye na ye ka yi for kwan Tamaria boy si ko block minister of roads and highway ko block no say tama regional minister the minister of you can roads and highway na ko it took the regional minister or kasa che mention no muyi yiri free ko motos almost say ho na so to kwan ho bad say tama ba omia wife Samuel ko no na omo ba yiri phone contractors ba o say on baby and this am benefit bi ba no my baby say you be start kwan omo call ya omo hu biem enti we do mba no catch say the man tie by you be tint to catch am say why now you cannot abandon our so you bring a quota in the community enti bia man na yaba covid craba the bia na assign ebe so no yi
so you agree to it that we should complete the I'm
sure I complete it. And then even my example, Navala, you know, Navala, you have to equip them. It is a we are equipping our population size. Now we say we say sick new one. No, what do we account? But say abandon.
I say yeah no do without equipment.
So looking at this time I can say 18 months. Ghana for contractors here anymore. 18 months I say Chroma say there. I'll bet my peswa. Because I'm here more about a star bridge. I'm call almost see in Niano. The almost see in Niano. You overquire on by the camera. On my quantities, on share a soil stature, acidity, and everything. It will do everything. Evidence excavation by on conk. But Ghana no. Or scanner sense acting is cast crown. Or yes, acidity, you can know concrete go economic. The year concrete I say at the conform. Opo no matter so because cement ni chippings no ya this can be different no ka say ono so ya ni na nzika be den ebe hye enti isa na o san come short time anyway adwuma no de ebe kakra na hospital no ebe sie no and 2 years na san bu
okay
enti they should find a way say ya start bia ye wie a enu mo be boa na so de kakra wo de be kan no de account na be boa
your mind is sika
Unity Radio 103.9, Mamin ko two men. But before that, before I'm ever asked, Mamin a couple of messages. Nana Kofi Abeka, SCCK's appointment in the first place was a bomb. What achievement was he bringing on board? I think if we should still stick with a local coach, then I think Yusuf Basigi should be considered. Otherwise, Javier Renard should be appointed. Maximilian Nana Bafo from Canada say, good day, seniors. Black major problem is not change of coach. Even though personally, I don't think CK can do the job, but Ghana FA needs more than 10 years plan for Black Stars, starting from under 17 graduating to senior team. Wonderful idea. Walanyo Edifi, Walanyo Ewa Kwetia Ghana. Or say NDC is causing harm than good, trying to defend John Mahama. Do or die comment. Do or die in football activities can't be the same as do or die in politics, as we know how heated it becomes between NPP and NDC. Politics is a contest of ideas, but not do or die. NPP did all to defend all die be die, and it caused NPP and the then presidential candidate Akufo-Addo, it caused them. NDC likewise can choose to defend do or die comment, and it will definitely cause NDC if JM is the one going to lead them or lead the NDC. Mami Abba says, Opo, yesterday I heard something that got me wondering if our leaders have anything better to offer our next 2 generations to come. Can you believe grassroots football and youth football, coast football teams have to foot the bills for officials who come and officiate their matches? I know that you aren't into sports journalism. For me, I know that. The second division, now 3rd division, some me second division na. Ma enye course nko akra. The second one teams in the trade card ma. The second division as well, as well are to also foot the bills of officials as well. What does this say for our football? Mami Aba, I know they mean that because I played it, I lived it, and I spoke it. And then I'm back room and I know very well. Otu Mami also.
Mami Aba, me 300 series per officiating per match. Me both match bia. I just ended Division 2 league. Team bia. No, so me both.
No, he has a team.
Aside registration, RFA no.
That's the referee about 300.
Yeah,
okay. 300
for them.
Okay. You pay 300.
Quite aware then the home team caters for.
Home team caters for.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
It enya de fofo. Opo, ena menche, niam mienu na de me ba. Na me wie ya me sore mentina bio. E ba base 1, o mampani dada John Dramani ma mentina ba.
Yeah, beba no so.
And 2, that be say what the camera manichu atoto bombo asana mitie no.
We shocked. Yeah, we issue we na basically a non-quantity topic aka no main topic because after we no Greater Accra Regional Greater Accra Regional Minister there also yembubu structures. He was on Peace FM this morning and all that need the amount for kafan ho na ya behwe do or die no all day.
The opani kai it all comes to what we call it a national policy. So on my Ghana your national policy ya di adwuma enka manifesto sem no kura ka hunya.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you need national policy. You better say, oh man, this is what we want. when you
a blueprint, call it blueprint. This is end game. Saying with the next 5-10 years.
When no mama here, when our best so ye. Now Baba this one, yen be sane dear. The BNDC MPP, no the manifesto be brie and society. No much she is sick the bia. Ombe she is sick all the time. He said, O mama banning now visionless. Be any needs wedding. Omunis wadi hu no tiachira obekin kan kama no adware asran bono pakwasi pada kama but oba boze hwinim because since and okay you can say emphasis under the Fourth Republic from Lawrence time call here basic force ma Professor Amos by abandoned projects I want man Ghana mu no a door so sene there even every government be about way because oman penida da ko for I will take you over from Lawrence, you know. Minini said there was so much. Lawrence, Kufuan Twaso. But there was so much project. Kufuya, Professor Mills, any Mama Bayano, Senyamian fa Professor Krem, Mills Clan Sia, and answer Koda so ha, Bianco bet me, baby. But there was some project, Professor Mills, at Twas, be to say anyone. Professor Mills, the baby,
yeah.
Any one project, you know.
Exactly.
Yes. On the baby, good. Yeah. A good idea. But Professor Amos Koy, you know, project and a Yakufo project na a bine housing project and a good affordable house and a good as a Roman pong. Ninina Kaurem. And Yanonko a whole lot, baby. It took even a Kufuado or Moba Fufriyam and a Massa started as a Roman project or Moye, any idea. Almost by and Nams as a Roman pod, you go and you know. Also about some Quest project. And okay, no swaka. I mean, a gua, ya de bought a bind of was I don't also buy Uncle Sonia. Nina Nameka, it comes to what we call a national policy. We don't have it. It a brass of set on man is a national policy. Near trust who say when you are dear man pay. And no, we need to solicit from the people because you are there to serve the people, not to serve your own personal interest. It won't mean more to now them a brow tinima, a kufuado tinima, na Mahama Sorote, Roman rich. Na mimi na na ote akwasi wache ote aguna samai uri de hia for me be na kura hu se me na ono ohia settlement project
na say your decentralization government decentralization it comes down to
kasa ya memu boss akrofo ni din
ade omun kan
de so be di wa for de se sika no mu di keke e dey no ya ho DC4 no na omu ya djuma papa ka besi na ka edin eda so agufo moto Samutu adwuma papa na omo yabu akufado last 4 years kenekedi ni ma bonte
na say adwuma boni nso na omo ye de ade na nanado beka che last week 2 days ago say DC for no da so ye adwuma gabo bi encrypted gabo bia na
ohun say encrypted gabo bia ono de ono what Jubilee House nto ohun say encrypted gabo bia
and again say
on konko say mikro maguna internet in school so apa encrypted gabo
ba say enkoyi omo ho no so mu discard ya ade na nanado nso ye
na me ka kire o say tie Senanado so be you so nyi om de media men koka bi politicians in the yenimom dada I don't want to go there omni bi papa bi om de beboan enti na dia me kan say your panina ka
prosper bani
continuation of project say am for ba om beto afege enya djuma onte say we be nya national policy ni de sa de no enya djuma omanum
wow
because I bet to differ say agenda 111 akufo bet me obia no ogidie sa akufo
so also the 1 year na wi
oh massa project bia organa bia advance contract bia or date or timeline
yes of course
that is it
of course QC quality cost
what is the guarantee say akufo adu antimi anwia na say the next government obeba no what is the guarantees on the pakro beto aso
yeah your day sure
Ghana for sika Ghana for life that is what the politicians are doing to our own people. Around some media maka say enei Prosper Bani why are they say Prosper san e freno
Prosper Bani
good why are they pa wa kama mafo say asam no kure no waka no but
a former interior minister and also a former chief of staff
but
you see sometimes the point also becomes and on our account we see we are going back now Prosper Bani he was former chief of staff. But they also left so many projects unattended to.
Oh yes.
Politicians, no.
That's why I say you need national policy.
You need national policy.
Obi am person obi take you obi credit. Ebi na pokwa se crowd Obi say I started it. I procured way.
Who's a Ghana Fonanza? Maricho Ghana Fonanza has a problem.
Oh yeah.
Shauza Akufo-Addo bar power. There was a certain health facility bia. Kwajima manu mu complete and Mahama project.
Yes.
How many some commission? And this is for Kwajima manu commission project. Okaza project no. It was in the central region.
Yeah.
I'm catch them say I'm for credit to Mahama because Mahama project.
Yeah.
Mahama ni bottom scan of this year. Ayo massacre. He who much is giving what? Much expected. Just I'm kind yet do massacre so and your personal money. So what you corner by beer better so and then our supporters coach no say yeah mamun commission just a mob Mahama D because a Mahama project. The project is
but talking about national credit, is it not just fair to say okay say well my example say Professor Mills AWA N1, right?
Yes.
Professor Mills also credit for.
Yeah.
Is it not just fair?
Good. Say a back credit to be and credit to be
yes.
Let the people let it serve the people.
I agree.
The purpose.
One credit to
what I say. So one credit to Krana say nay Professor Mills buy no say anyone. Enya Kufuor sika no de ntimi opimi mfra Kufuor ntimi nkonko ewe.
Yeah.
At the end of it all,
we give you a mandate. We will give you a mandate.
That's
you are
it.
done with your mandate.
Hey, what you must say obeto so.
Posterity judges so. Obi anim. You don't need.
Mani you ba so.
No, it's on addition. Actually adding up.
Mike no maybe away one.
Le gon stretch no and sa interchange the way yi sa more shop ye tete kwashi more no say if Kufuor na start here atames buy no acknowledge na no sa project no omo ye check kakra but they were able to do it.
But we are mentioning Atamils and what is wrong with say Atamils acknowledge Kufuor you've given two examples between what is wrong say where we Cape Coast project Mahama na starting now
but because of political gains no
political gains no political gains ni ho and Mills acknowledge Kufuor. Is it not okay that we encourage our leaders to just like Otuo can say sikane nya musika ye de na mo de aye say Kalusha and the best start here na say Otuo be wi a as so at least o credit common sense any fairness
Atamils comes to do some dynamism in politics because of no year lecture now obey
now me say fourth republic my best president was Atamils. If that man was very strong and then go back now mine so
beginning on
would have done one of
say
yeah
beginning on
the way he went to cry at Temahabo. Who said yes? The man had the country at heart.
No, on one can party no more because now I say but he was able to use no man or they buy him na nti bibi ha na waka say when they start here no
na na friend say or a democratic president. Yes. No hwe say oh we MPP for we NDC for. No. Now the focal picture for him was the country.
Yes.
But other leaders they come at unim sadi we pie begu enimase begu party enimase
asam no nyina ne say omamma no ankasa ntrase nwene da bia meka na agenda ye de beko 2024 no
but if we quickly na time nti na mehwe do or die matters arising from do or die Greater Accra Regional Minister we just 1 minute be will lead the task force to destroy illegal structures along Tema motorway papa no enemi tie no or say God be my helper. And when it news on the pay 120 God or see Obompai already no so Kwame Amone Odia Nkaje so amen. And Odia Nkaje Kwame Amone say every journalist, every radio station, every TV station you ma Peace FM yes support to. You know he prayed or say I will not stop. Because they say ebimu atun this say crowd ebimu friend India me ebimu friend no Gaddafi ebimu friend omumu money they say look it has to be somebody to do it.
Yes.
And I will do it. Majidi said those who elected me to come and serve, they did not elect me to come and do the wrong things.
Yes.
They wanted me to come and do the right things. And so far as I am doing the right things and I have the support of the people who put me there, God be my helper. Nobody can stop me.
Yes.
Or see, so far as I am still the minister, nobody can stop me. Yeah. The only thing that can stop him is Nanado saying, hey, oh, cost me vote, get out. Other than that, so let's Tamamoto Way, all structures around Tamamoto Way, illegal structures.
Yes, step in the right direction. Me walk Ghana 2016.
All Tamamoto Way,
bypass a walk
structures
supposed to be a motorway.
Yeah, structures temperature na di bebre.
Unim say motorway a osis wani kwa so obi ati ubehu na ka firi ncha ba bi obetiesim opo
nkruma so ye nsanka 20 kilometers na so bia no
Henry Cote no uni pakura ubetiam papa na adwuma oye no yenum binim say be firi so abodua. Yes,
I don't traditionalist.
Me enemies me firi so abodua yenum binim say be firi so abodua because on pega na ye adwuma papa na ye no so ye politician so ye individual so ye one mo papa ne kwa mana anya adwuma
Simon Mensah, right? Simon
Simon Mensah kasa tintin na wo nyawo ja
nti de court ye
masa masa mpani force sebe
ba oni ma dia omo ye on the greater Accra ye amanfra right? Because Accra is swinging state. MPP timi wini, NDC timi wini. Kumasi Ashanti region de wonim say hoye MPP stronghold. No, I'm making a point. You will understand me. Omunim say omoko kan ho a. Said the papa you two amanfo ni ade a ebe affect your vote.
Affect you vote nti den.
Ebe affect you because the way Manu just okay John Bodu statement no.
Yes, ebe affect you.
Oye papa balance nti na Simon Mensah ye din no.
Ono de ontimi nya adwuma na ngasa kasa na ende. Kasa tenten kwa.
Because the papa way here, as I say, unim senka.
All the regional ministers.
Kobia yebia. Yes, nam dodo onye day. And kobia yebia ka papa nya nisa.
Amafo no kwa nidi nekebe.
Yeah. Enya kosua. Asase amafo so mu kobonu kosua. Mu kobonu dua mu yesei.
Ubeda kobonu dua. Dua no kobokora be dane afa so. So mo enya papa
na is doing the right thing.
So oni at MPP office na hu say be cause vote. Na wo ke cancer man papa yi wadia. E be ba be bodua. Se wo ye individual na nam kronum na mpe kroni ye se nkran bete nkran ye fi na mo de be politics dia ukoka na yi papa na ye ba be bodua because papa na adwuma na oye no sebe e free na nanom samanfo mo awusu besi atiasefo so obi ani je ho wono ya tu edin ese ye de man ye Porkigami of Ghana. We are Porkigami of Ghana.
Me say answer the best thing to have happened to Akufo-Addo's government is him.
Yes.
I'm telling you. The best
one no say no bet me be president or didn't have from Sadia we menye.
Yeah.
He can be a leader. Se constitution obet me akase constitution akra to atwene yenje fro. Papa we wetu ni nurse for my.
Senka any other minister Katama John Bodu make approaches or starting say or encroaching.
Yes, Kobeka say omo asa me microphone sabotage.
Yeah, Kobeko.
But obu akra baby ogina na hwan ogina because sabi Henry Cote say onye ovri asante.
That is also one thing that is helping him.
Yes, onye asante why gani
typical.
And ya wona titiri kronum onim kronum ya wona onyi ni kronum nyeso na kronite ya da dina waba na obenya position na obetra ma kronum aseye.
Yes.
Aseye gudi tiso e boni dibi sabi ena miami ofa masoreba oko vanderpool oba ya sabi ni esi na ni edi a ekoduru even Henry Cote say otumi banta waganza krachi adwuma we di ntobu asika kre no ntobu asika foi oko kono so ba na ka trenze now say Jack say o si astart dey
o try one time
ai was microphone do mo abekata say koye kukuru ya no masa ana say o dey untimi ade tranchen
ono so start say bona ba oye gidi one dey 9-day wonder any e kura na
eye ne nkrofo na na puli omu sa puli no
say sa na tie o am say you be lose vote
but Henry Cote dey wa kire say sebi o boss obetumi aye adwuma no
o kama manu twa besom
oh na say boss no
nobody has balls the women have balls on their chest there's a bigger
what they say manu twa oni boss obi ono boss
yes
oni kalisha do ni boss
we don't
obi afi no mo apia gi proposal
say afini aba ntiano obi asem bien hu
obo dia meka say papa no
okay ma omo nchepo in 1 minute na emra do or die so was it do or die ntina wa ha Kalisha
dia na ka kire Cote dia o say time o ye the first interview Peace FM ɛna
you be bo ha no
you be bo ha ɛna ehu sɛ papa no
determined
na won say asem akokora o kan so say this particular demolition exercise o moye no and no majority of accident is motorway ni so no e wo Ghana bia any say these structures bia be sin na dey akwakusi no and to be make sure say obe ye de obe ye answer na obe wu kwa wo obi we say na say o mamba papa you want adwunim wona me che no wa ma me di minister ne say size cabin akwa pepe you obe di minister ne say
because ka we dem ko betim de agibrabo yeah because edan ko bubu hu asori dan bi kakaka be ko bubu ya
all by the roadside
opo no be din komo say ni say nti e be pe bibia ma
container be lady be container be can say look I will help you find if you find a place and then but this one it has to go
and it's an confirm when say say nipa ba ko selfishness nti na akwa see some structure bi e dey asi baby na afisu ebeso no na nsuo to na eku amanfo ma wona me kire no you hear such people are obepe the majority the interest of the majority at heart not an individual what the kind of way person minkumya ade ba ko ha Ghana for so ye person minkumya onu se baby akwa si eyensuo na esi no akwa si da esi no akwa si esi nsuo ani a eba ebia dan kura betu ekunu
unze Ghana mpelifo they help us do the wrong things so they benefit.
Yes,
sidani si baby enye menkan na me so me fanya election me jam se me jam mama moti baby enye me su ba enkuni bio na asa be fa wa
na adin ba bankofo mu si isuo no kura isuo ni bo na mani adin because the waves na e dey ba no ebia obe Sudan kura ba be kuma na se kun nkofo no mo wo eyi owo ho no and why say entry enyi sa no ma we ye helicopter esu be fa se be 10 nanka omo ababu Ghana ye sa na omo no say eduma oye no nye you untumi fa ska bi anko Bible no na o hwe the starter here ono wo bon ori ma da enti ono hia o kapre ye hia sa this mentality bi
odo
mine no ena obai danu na me sure ye call yakoto kwakumoi na ye hwe kakra document uma bi asempa ko report here no odo na yi ho no o say a month before ansuo no beto no o metete yinum enika be bia na nka first anka be ho a ansuo no
ebeyiri
afa manfo no enyi afom bana residents na say omre no so ya na ansuo be tata munti ko be bomodi anse ko be pe kwan a rewe no ho no o metuma because ba ya na traffic be ho. When a friend working minister,
I like the name working minister.
Yeah,
others near there.
Oh, like layman ministers.
Layman.
Only layman.
I don't hear saying that.
I said yeah. He's trying to do his best for Ono until say can say John Bodo has some kind of sano, and then Yakufado who says this minister will be anyone who so. Some minister say omo uniform opo on here demonstration background
na dey am come uniform every say Kufa do be uniform o ye adwuma pa ono na eti papa na nimo
politicians omo ye yo the company dey omo to dey agro na officers ma dombo du kan no
omo committee na na do be buy into asenko buy into
and the emo na
onye said the central force here papa no the toast of the government no ordinary second dia no wa say na buy
onye na adwuma because onye na adwuma omo jama na adwuma MPP for down a year omokwe papa bet my trump card for 2024 because no more oye no
Manucho.
Yeah, I think my
breaking all the structures on Tema Motorway.
Yes, Aluta continue. I mean, I'm happy it's continuing from where I left off. Now, share Tema Motorway so as for some of us in our history, Kwame Wusu had to even die on that street due to poor illumination. No, there's no mama for no crime semi quantity and unapproved routes in the Dawson squatters. Once you motorway in sec that anchor, we'll see so I will Tema straight to Tema. There's no way you should join you. Who mistake Christ or Tema or Tema. And that's how West initially wanted the place to be like. And she says, squatters na Bahama. Virtually, they are taking over the road. Ebinum Crass, for example, CBM Monty, he's doing the right thing. I think he's on course. That all illegal structures, temporary sheds, a woman, and engine fuel on them. And I think so far so very good. I think I personally like him. I was thinking it should be a 9-day wonder, but to say I know Kodia and say other ministers are not replicating. Initially,
now if we say to us, okay,
oh yes,
they'll boot him out.
I mean, it's a political expedience. You know? I mean, because it has the tendencies to affect. But I think Ghanaians are becoming enlightened because June 10 idea is doing so top. And then I crack is said that a low line. Which is so if you a rage one in a beto on manako wɔ ɔdɔ na kɔle ne adeɛ no nti ɛden a akra kro no sɛ when you use obstacles na every kwema in so twa they will be overwhelmed. I think so far so very good this year in Shedan Ponti because he's doing well in that direction and he's taking the fight further. That Temamoto also needs a real look. One of the flagship places are Yedi in Ghana. Say baby which may cover 100 kilometers per hour, highways in 80 kilometers, 70 kilometers. But you see, I know crown no 60 cry. I think that or catch a highway for and said they should stop a concrete road. The bitumen surface in when fail portals there also. He also needs to talk to them. It's not just removing the people from there, it's also making sure that urban roads are doing the right thing, demarcating the town very, very well. So for me, he's on course, and so can you say these are people want to vote for. And I'm not surprised the friend Paul Kagame of Ghana. Because because they don't want things to done very well. Kuvandapoy started, but he couldn't. Say, baby, no, and not the boat trainer, the other quarter Parliament House. I think that we need some of these men who are strong. Luckily, I think it's an MP2. It's an MP.
Yeah, he's an MP2.
Yeah, so he has that backing too, and so far so very good, and I'm so impressed. Maybe other company here, Temamoto. We have a friend who was talking to me about it. The trade cost so close to the winner. It doesn't guard racing at the end now. Which you chat or the scraps in the end. And we taste him without recourse, without gross disregard for the law or even traffic on it. So I think that he's doing the right thing. At least you know your shed is illegal. Oh, we have basically those problems. Baby, a temporal. Won't say highways, 100 meters from the center line, and 100 feet. 100. There shouldn't be any structure by it. That was the idea that was made. And future expansion. People are saying so close, and they have documents. You wonder why all those things are going on. So I want him, like you said, it should be a dozer. So when you say, how did you get permits for that place? Oh, your money name if you want them. I think this is one area, and I'm happy. Ghana and China know our spirituality. I'm happy he's fortified.
Yeah.
He's not too afraid of that.
He doesn't. Not at all. It's not even pushing him.
Exactly.
And cannot cry.
Because people don't do the right thing and they want things to. Now, but any baby, the same people come crying. Wouldn't him say you are so close to a motor when you are not supposed to be there? High tension. I say, now for your business for honor. I mean, this is a minister. I say if you are using Ashanti region, I think they should.
I'm telling you,
others should learn from him. I don't know why. I'm happy to because
sometimes
we don't even give them credence on our show because they are not doing anything positive for you to even mention their name. That Kumasi has similar problems, teething problems. For illegal areas, for
Saunam Central Market. As of Unya Sani, as of interchange now, bar.
C'est Ufitafo ba St. Louis or if St. Louis so run about to St. Louis was this son a bank contumre for Besi zoo down.
Or out I didn't contumre for you.
Masapola just
SAT Echo Froco ball a honia the day. A horse roco sound if I call a Dr. Mensa on what they call the
Asantime Hono corner.
Is he saying who can't never be found? You see, you should evoke discipline. And I think that is the level that we are going on, that the next Ghanaian is voting for people like the Herikote. Because they will give you the other side to realize, but they look at human beings. You see, it's always states, human beings, what more laws and restrictions are they are worse than animals. And more there's some discipline.
Nobody
in palace and antelopes don't just go and dance in front of a lion, knowing very well that it might be the next prey or meal. But nipa there, no more threaten any and 2 months and you say, it's high time you push all those things over. And can yeti kumasi man so to me jekejetia. Why should this things happen? Because there are water courses and case at home. People are building there. People are a lot of garbage in there. So I think people like Herikote are the ones should be celebrated. Our president or any speaker on Bonidin.
Okay.
On Bonidin. You see some of
these
things
they help.
No, they help for people to. Exactly.
New boss. No say some new boss because don't say Otiko Koso. na nia na emso obedi akwasida and say no
was it when any boss
Simon
Simmons
only boss
yes
only boss the boss
Ade
because o ti ko so na nia na obedi akwasida and say and o say person o fakrum na okuku nsa wo edumo baby no edu ho no ho nyina no ho nyina no obi ani kwan omo yi nipa ni na
no otumfo obedi akwasida wontra kumasida so watra kumasida
no say tada na okono
no background history so obedi akwasida ye na tie aduma ye aduma
discipline ba
no ya mamu time say obewie ntama ebi we ka say obia mie store until this time sometimes the whole day until who say she ni wa na just say otumfo di kan ya announcement and say until bianko
those by the roadside munim say
verbal you now or the kan you
otumfo gaza
oh yes
now otumfo gaza otumfo na
someone a boss they say wo na we a commander in chief in Ashanti region meboa wo forces in backing enti ade be na e be hawa in your task force
can't we be devil advocates to think that said the omusi started wo jombodu started yeah we ninti Ashanti region omunim say ho na ade na nkasa free ba nti ye ko start ho e mo nti ho kra de no go area kra unze make us a greater Accra de a swing state more or less wait me win no wait me win
how no put nanka helicopter should be measured kumasi put the some of the until we are the right thing put there still have them
yeah until I say bokota
abaso the capital how the nation capital nation capital
okay eti they are selected that meaning say all the other media stations especially Peace FM for Granny Ajun said best minister under Akufo-Addo the best thing to have happened to Akufo-Addo abai Henry Kote adwuma papa ne body yeso time mpanifo so time okodua no in America there are a lot of scandals skirmishes under Nanado's government but Henry Kote dear so far so good fantastic okay after yen share matters arising from do or die your do or die is a war chant to the average fanatic Manasseh Azuri eno na manu choka se wato ne bo akan Manasseh Azuri article ni na Manasseh Azuri nti na yemu bi ya na ye pensentwere for mo tesa no omo frɛ ade enye regardless of who is doing it enye omo a ebi ye dia enye ebi yeso dia eye pick and choose I was surprised to see Kevin Taylor wearing do or die t-shirts yesterday supporting Mahama and saying he's going to print t-shirts for people to wear. Just look on the affirmative. If it was the reverse, say if free MPP horn buyer, what would be his reaction? Now do koka all die be die. Yenyina yalam say rauti boga meboa me no na wa
yeah
Mr. Danso dia na boga kan Nanado osi Nanado kaka all die be die dia na me
oh yeah he said I mean no rocket you really gave it to him yeah. he hopes you did the same thing
yeah
yes
and o kase
we hu so aka wadwene sa
and no went wow and no went
and the sound supposed to be mom
and we are no mama
show na Facebook and so ntie mama pen I mean I know people
now outspoken Ghanaian investigative journalist Manasseh Azuri has condemned recent statement made by former President John Dramani Mahama in a strongly worded friendly letter na Manasseh letter no training na I say I heard that you explained that what you said was an idiomatic expression. You are a communicator and I know you are well aware that the words we speak have denotative and connotative meanings. To the average angry and desperate party fanatic on election day, a do or die charge at the polling station is a vague and deadly war chant. Your idiomatic expression could be heard as an idiotic expression and translated into violence. That is the sectioner because later, just like Manucho said, ewa. A very long letter. Time no because I make kaya into me kind
less than 10 to 20 minutes.
In short, Manasseh Azuri condemn President Mahama say sa asama kaya no you communicator Inti sɛ wo kasa ɛwɔ sɛ wohu sɛ unse na make about non-verbal cues. Yeah. So any the way sometimes the message the way o the best and the movie no o code the decoding can be different. And o share me managing violent behavior. Na ya ade bi a kire ni say knowing we have something we call knowing your environment. On say environment a wo ye bibia wo it depicts what you do. So into politics near now can't do or die. Now they be compare football. Amu try to justify. Now into us here football and your politics. And I'm happy Manas Azuri went there. I okay about denotative any connotative meaning of expressions. Nti Manase Azuri condemn omampani dada Mahama. Sa some kind of nye na in another headline crowd or they obinso different people be so picky.
Franklin Kujo Kraso aka.
Yeah, and Franklin Kujo then they canandra. Okay. Yeah. And also so Manase HS or say NDC was careless if not stupid in election 2016 and 2020. Ningina no ye krata no de ba because was say na fe na mo be hunu say you will know about polling stations. And yeah, now election 2016 and 2020, no, now you people were stupid and careless. And also another headline, Manas Azuri. Now blame your English teacher if you don't understand Muhammad's do or die comment. Just na see dunketia. Inti osisa you be a do or die. No one tells you there. And yeah, now open national u teacher do hamo. Teacher do hamo pa say unti do or die na sia any teacher do edu hamo. General Secretary of the Opposition National Democratic Congress Johnson Esedun Ketia has taken a swipe at critics tongue lashing John Mahani Mahama for saying election 2024 will be do or die affair. According to Esedun Ketia, there is nothing problematic about the comment Mahama passed because it was an idiomatic expression. He furthered that those who have an issue with a do or die comment should blame their English tutors and not Mahama. He also suggested that they look up the meaning of do or die in the dictionary if they do not understand. Speaking on Eyewitness News on Wednesday, September 8, 2021, Esedun Ketia said, and I quote him, "What has Mahama done wrong? I think people want to disrupt us from the good things we are doing. When we say do or die assignment, it means you must use all your energies to do something. I don't see how this is a problematic unless for those who don't understand or fail to understand the obvious. He was communicating in English language, and in the English language there are idiomatic expressions. Whoever does not understand it may look it up in the dictionary. It's the quaint language. We do not think this should be something people should be worried about at all. So if no one is interested in destroying their results, why should that statement scare anybody? I don't see why people should make a fuss about this thing at all. I am so surprised about this hypocrisy. People are trying to make mountain out of a molehill. If someone has issues with this, he should go and blame his English teacher. He should not be worrying us." Johnson Esedun Ketia. End of quote. Nti Esedun Ketia say Manucho won't brofo. Go back to say elementary, say university ako Ghana, say university ako UK. Na ekokache English teacher say wadi wa bro. Kalusha same KNUST. Utu Mensa and myself, all of us. Yanko country teacher for said Omwa bon, omo na amwain ntina omampani nti Manas Azure inclusive, Imani Boss inclusive, Media Foundation Suleimana Brahma Executive Director inclusive, Ben Efson eni padodo ababonten condemn President Mahama nyina or say ya brofo yanko na eno na NDC MPP so communicator who reference said Boabia Samoa and so say go and beg Jean Mensa obakaya minim manucho what is asem say about to Charlotte say
Jean Mensa
yes. Yeah. No, there was some issues say Enra some discussion say Charlotte say time about to any kosono Nam Mahama Chireni say onya ade na wanye nti Mahama was enraged. Yeah, Mahama bua foot and tinting. Say me nam do by me see say wanye. Nti Boabia Samoa say go and beg Jen Mensah for forgiveness. Boabia Samoa advises Mahama. The NPP Director of Communications, Boabia Samoa, believes the former president owes the Electoral Commission chairperson Jen Mensah an unqualified apology. Why? Because Osi about to we know election polling station. Why did you blame him? Yeah. President Mahama has accepted the victory comes from the polling station. So why did he tarnish the image of Jen Mensah after the 2020 polls? He needs to seek forgiveness from the EC chair and tell Ghanaians how much he wronged them for disturbing the nation with a frivolous election petition. He accused the EC of election rigging when he knows one has to be diligent at the polling station if they want to win the elections. Nti Boabia Samoa so angla of free and so no say ko nekopa mamena chow se sa na wo kan dia na je se mamena udi na tem kan sem fa na ho no one party for monchro krata pa na mofra emra mepa na chow. On another headline, Openia friend say Kwabena Dofo now you are edi ne ho nkomo wa hameboa and then 3 days ono na ka say Ghana you endowed with resources now still a former minister under Mahama or say Ghana doesn't need violence. Kwabena Dofo jabs Mahama over do or die comment. A leading member of the National Democratic Congress, Kwabena Dofo, believes the leadership is not about ego and election. He believes that leadership putting the health, prosperity and safety of Ghanaians first every single day all year round. His comment comes on the back of former President Mahama call for do or die election in 2024. Everything that happens, you learn lessons from them. I know Mahama Diano. Reacting in a post shared on Facebook, Kwabena Dofo indicated that this is the time for peace and cooperation, not for violence and divisiveness. Leadership is not about ego or even election day, but putting the health, prosperity and safety of Ghanaians first every single day all year round. Our children are hungry, our people are hurting. Let's not resort to conflict but come together for the betterment of all. Nti eno any ensemo owura friend say Kwabena Dofo ka kire President Mahama say penindi enye about ego enye about onko a about say wodwene onkrofo ho apomuden kwan so ekomo edi wo mo na o man ni begina yi na adwene nipa ye do mo ahye ase enye thinking about election day eno any Kwabena Dofo nso asema ono so ede ababetu idwa ne amedi twa to ansa na magemu kra de amamo openi ba ko a ono ukọ Ghana oye ade a ye friend say security analyst. Yes. Na waka sembi na sama oka eni say ohwe NDC owura friend say John Dramani Mahama asemo a oka ye no a na che say oka ama omoati asese Mahama asemo a oka ye no ebetumi ama NDC elusu elections. NDC can lose election 2024 over Mahama's do or die comment. Na otwa so e kan say saa bi pepepe na Nana Danko Akufo-Addo 2012 ono so koka all die be die na mpa e die no nti openia ono so e kasa o security analyst or the chief executive officer and the Africa Center for Security and Intelligence Studies or positive say Ghana for HETTY electoral violence, and just like President Akufo-Addo all die be die statement affected his presidential bid, so will former President Mahama's do or die comment hurt his chances at the 2024 polls. Nti these are some of the excerpts headlines na dey kasa yakanya ebeka ni nyina dey issue na dos will be a candidate, but these are the chosen ones and AFI from Mahama. UK High Commissioner so John Benjamin awaiting to Muhammadu Wadako. No, a very funny High Commissioner. Former High Commissioner. Yes. John Benjamin, a very funny. Even though he's gone, he still
has some attachment to Ghana.
A former United Kingdom High Commissioner to Ghana, John Benjamin, has waded into the ongoing discussion on the do or die comment made by former President John Dramani Mahama. He did this when he tweeted at an actor, John Dumelo, who is also a former parliamentary on the Tata John Dumelo in Hawaii, so West Wuogon constituency in the last year's election, saying at John Dumelo 1, my friend, have you patented the slogan "I dey do or die for you" yet?
Yeah, I dey do or die for you.
I dey do or die for you yet?
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So I dey for you, not do or die about.
Do or die about.
Do or die for you.
I dey do, or die for you yet? Yeah, a very funny person. Yanko.
Obo, mame nasi na yenche tiefobio. Na mi simitras na mi chocho ne makakra bi. Na ni nyina fa omompani.
O teacher ni.
John Dramani mama. Comprehensive. We summary, mechani summary. In fact, my campaign na masabe kan wa fidie so na no ma Paul Soso start attack bi o social media. Say ma koka omompani dada integrity ho asem. Say na me ba me ka tro say papa no. Ni integrity kakra na aka no. Ketua bi se sabi anumanu no fia no ko bo ho ban anka beboa no. Sabi ni mudie integrity ka ni mudie. So obo ni mudie ho ban kakra anka beboa no. Fi say from Professor Mezo obedi na chi ebedru bro de benya president di ye no. Di papa bia no ni papa ni kafa no mo. Bet me ka say ensem papa e kafa no enuru 25%. Ibinu kura the Professor Mezo wo share no meboa.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, the share is on ekuno.
Even till now, some still.
Till now, nipa bi kura atro challenge amane say so oni hu bi omra bontin so papa yi ontimi nka hwe. Professor Miss Kloya ma wadwuma yi osman se koto play na twede ho nsam kura bebri e ma no ho asem bebai eti wan kasa wo integrity no is at stake edubra bi e ma na akufu akosia ne supporters e wakwatia hono koka all die be die eti wakura e kire on bibi kakra e no be ye campaign slogan ma mo in 2012 Nana do Kufuado Kasasemo in 2011. A Jira Mwakosi 2012 a year election. Emma Nana Kufuado Sabe opposition leader again.
Yeah.
And it affected the party so much. Say nay, Nipabi Susu say Nana Kufuado crab the president and Nakrebi more money so fisa or violent. And non kodan chain. Wo papa John Dram ni Mahama ya, wo di ojiri say onya violent. Na wo di asumdie na wo preach fisa wo papa wo ne be sha ase ne asumdie yin no wo ko gina Adaklo constituency ho ana akoka boot for boot say election 2016 no there will be a boot for boot sabe ade na o pachire yese die na na Akufo-Addo kan ya enye na ye nyina condemn ye no wo gina ba bi ka say papa no wan ka say ye na wo pani no wo ko gina ba bi ko ka say election we dia san ko favor dia it will be boot for boot Ghana for twe ni kika bia de ato nchen enei wasa da no communicator wada no ho educationist wo kire brofo asa be ka bio say 2024 dia woni Supreme Court bia ko won court bia na election dia yahu say ye win no police station eti ekwa bia so e do or die a big statement Omampani dada John Dramani mama Ghana for some yebusa won say e die na wo hwehwe free Ghana for e die na wo ja no Jubilee House wa wo pese okokofa adwuma be na o hyase a wo giri se wanwi a wo pese okowie asam ne se e die sika na wo power politics mu a wanya ene wani abre se e se okonya ka ho fi se o hyase free unit committee chairman what the assemblyman what the MP what the deputy minister, what be a substantive minister, vice president, Ababedi president. Under the Fourth Republic, no politician in Ghana, not including Rollins, and when you had the greatest opportunity to serve the people from the grassroots to the top, that's no war. We now had the greatest opportunity in our political dispensation under the Fourth Republic.
And I said, if the opportunity is still there, and the waiting me sako.
And now one nyajuma papa. A piano waja wrong tag bi wadwuma ye ni nyina ho etidie bio e na howe wabraso bas branding wabraso aso photo mo kwaje na mo kwaje ama wabraso akonfirm atuko edie bio na howe What bless you?
Say on person confirm be to Akobim. Maybe a who a confirm no fast.
You need Kunia didn't natural no. Ghana for me kwambo to nkwanam tu no. Ghana for nyina hu say djuma ye nenye. E na akọ ye. It is a akọ tena ba bidin. Now bow integrity ho ban. Is say wo pese wo baji ni mo. E say ni mo na ojema ho no. Ni
mo ye den.
Say di mbone ya ken ya.
Ni mo
di bone.
Wonim say me over bidi sa na pese o keka
ni mo no ojema no no.
Masa hwe hu ye o.
Opo. Asama ye kan say. O man pani da John Dramani mama. Ya pese e ka kire ne say Ghana ye nton ma no. Ni ye nton Ghana nso ma no. Ghana nya ne dia. Enyo no kwa na say odi president eye. Ena ubenya DC fo bi a Tibon koso DC fo bi.
No,
Tobaso. Maminyam so bisi masa.
Don't go. You can No, you can't use that.
Oh, masa.
Do your analysis. I don't want insults. No, we don't do insults. We don't do insults. We don't do insults.
I see do katia we Tibon koso. Se na se do katia timi ka kire se won te brofase a o teacher do abroad a we Tibon koso. E ka na nkono ma na bo. E dia na mo hwe politics im. Enai dia yayi ni say oni referee wo abato we hwan electoral commission under some since am lose election akpak meeting kura am nko bi ye kwa akpak meeting am nko e be ye den what me win election am na ye ebra referee ye omani nyina de sika tua ne ka afra meeting say momra ne anwendwene kwan ye be fa so a election be kwa so bia mu wo se woni gidi onu Uni jidi onu munti wako jina bonti ko ka do or die. Opo nanado dan kwa kufuado. Eni MPP aban. Asamwa papa o yakai omo omoni na ho. Eya amammofu sam eboban ebokro. Fi say enim dia ndisi fo betumi aye. Ebro ko ka do I think boot for boot no. Or no as I know say you can't this year we know where we come from. You can't volunteer you nim
yeah.
One can go.
Yeah, we are better.
We are better. You nim your background. Background are not come from AFRC to PND from AFRC to PNDC to NDC. You nim dia see a to Ghana for. You nim dia to Ghana for AFRC PNDC NDC. Under the reign and auspices of former president Jerry John Lawrence. Etinei se omampani da John Dramani Mahama wo free sa background we muba se nei 2024 eye do or die national security any other apparatus one national security no omomani na ho se so mo friend kra na eya e so mo friend no fi se Ghana ye nton ma John Dramani Mahama Ghana nyodia Ghana nyakufa dia
the man ka sa comment no dia se na ntokwasi and ono ka se meboa
after ya
was no ka se when it comes to violence nobody can unleash I think also nobody can unleash violence than us
boot for boot no and kofa ya was problem by sa boot for boot no because nana do dan kwakufa do ka order bi dan no o se akufa do order bi dan no e kreti ema Crawford to me sha omsam ye do mpe om de om campaign boot for boot no ko kan no na de hwe na Ghana for me pesa me to Ghana for the electorate e braso say ye me adwene mu dawo fi say politicians di adwene di agro o man pani John Dramani Mahama ne ba bia to aba o Ghana da when I see John Dramani Mahama e ko to aba na ne ba di na chi ne yiri di na chi o mu na ko to bi o mu magu ba bi ko school papa ya the taxpayers money e do mo ko holidays akese 2024 me se Ghana ni akoto abai obi se to abama mama MP to abama mama president uzo oba abusa se me ma ba MP a me so ye dan se me to abama ba MP na be di president ya busa sa ni pan se me to ma akoya me so dia na me so me ye
nya de oben so be development
development
now so be
development ne kro mo ye omoye
na ka to abama na onso obo se so be ba be de MP na
sane me ba sane oba de se fata me ne se onso de ma me esu ne ye to abama omo kra de se fata no obo mfa man ye nti kroma no ye to abama omo a constituency kro mo ko bio de o to abama na o fra na o be hia na wo ro ne ka grass kosoro Yet Kroma ba in case of politics. Say Basa NDC MPP a bomb bottom and no me dia. They are one people. Yet Kroma aba see dun katiana ne krofo say kwa biaso na nado aban mu under on the second term nipa bi a yam pass o mo ministers because they don't deserve and they don't qualify. E wi ase dey ne kosi ye. Eti Ghana ni a wo tie me too for. Say politicians here no mu dia ye no mu ro man mu I no mu tie de. Krokro de John omu ye nipa bofo omu ya mamofo omu nyini nipa ho bu for bu to aye kan mama ni busu ni bia ko bi da they see oya so you be when we ye yet krom ha MNDC omu regional office e wo kuma se ya ma obi tu ankuno ya ma pon ko hwiran fa wo so ikosi sen under the watch of John Dramani Mahama in kwanta epic Peter Kwasi Kayensu ye bodu tu okuno ekosi sen Jebi Dankwawu ekosi sen nipa bebregu in the name of politics ekosi sen
eno no I don't know you say no
there me tu Ghana for say safo prawu
don so ba biewu na
na me say safo mu nyina na do ba biewu ni ehunu de ekosi ye de a na say na yesi boot for boot die do or die na say wo be kwa akodi akire say me de me Don Mahamanti do or die me kwa uwa nkwase wu abrante ya omukoye let my vote count ya na ni 2 ye sabrante no wu
yeah dada
good sanya obidun for position for we arare wonum tam ne ko South Africa wo na ni a kana ni abo yo nipa bebra politics mu demonstration hodo o madidi dem gugu dem jiwalaka awo to NDC national anthem krobe wo no osu.
And what has that got to do with this?
That is what I'm telling you, sir. Your foot on them now. Who also support the party be? It's an advice. So those people that they were hailing, if we are saying come down, it will obviously do or die be die. Boot for boot. Nasa would also would not hold any. We are metro. We are one. We are Langard.
Are you cutting across all boards?
I'm cutting across all the parties, both MPP and DC. I don't speak for anybody. I speak for Ghana. Now me catch Ghana for. Say 2024. Say Ghana for. Say NDC ni MPP baba. Omo di ball kusua obianko.
Obianko ko support ma palo ana.
Obianko okura yanko to aba na kura.
Ana gum.
Say baba na mo be catch say do or die dia. Yemba. Ghana ni bia obati say.
Otu say now a teacher ni Ghana.
Me try there 10 years.
Oko training college.
Me call poly and I'm call education.
Uniba. Auntie Mammy, you said, do or die, say, only a you don't get the other one.
Bro, for me, I'm English. English, no, bring back when Elizabeth Chrome for Omaka say, no English word has 1 meaning. It depends the way you put it.
Yeah, Sentina, yeah, can.
Into a non adjuno de Kayan. It need 1 meaning, but ye moon, ye chrome, dear. So I cast a boot for wood to a
Can do or die,
what you say? It is so a cast over Kumubi.
Do or die a mugamu.
Mugamu, who see a mecha, and now Obribo and Catcher. Opo, and some I can say, I mean, who think free, Ghana for be funny light, but politicians don't bet me an because the baby has a Nibusu and Nibianka. I'm saying, ordinary person who didn't have at the end of it, was hospital, who played.
I think the Ghanaian voter is more enlightened now with the happenings.
And nothing your person more enlightened.
Like I said, now no Lumai vote a demo no asime. Upo memi free sunya mesin ko demo na.
Me say
me told me fools.
Say na Ghana phone penny for be on politics. Upo, I won't be predicting bad, but the next 8 years the enemy but from the ballot board be see obianko to aba
yeah
obianko because one abana okoton kra dey obenya
promises are unfulfilled
they don't fulfill it at the end of it all what's hard hunu e be ka ho na ma basa line ma so na job basa line
ma me bi because hey men koto aba no na se ntokwa be si o yes basa be
opo be ka kra obianko sala nkoto aba because politicians utumo mo na o madwane o ma bieu constituency a omuwom no MPC 275 was saying buso am say why na obetumi akachire say 75 no busa say why na even yearly obetumi anya vivid report about what happens in the constituency omunya assessment po omu assess o
nka omunya assessment
me say ogo assessment no yin masa
na say omu ye ma omu
omo ye liars
MP's common fund na omo dey project at the get report
catch report this also catch that to kwam na mzo mutie program say omo wo pania ni ti ho abo biubi e wo party mu a omo nim sabe omo nim dey wo party mu omo obi omo fo omo mra no munyi dondro ma mfiri o say omo ye no yodo
mi koya na betena say voter obi ba
na say dondro man ma dey omo di kan asase ama omo supporters dada hwede na no ayi Greater Accra regional ayi NDC omo chairman omo president I think president omo I think regional secretary me wa
why now okay
yeah ato
dabi Greater Accra
ato forcing
not to forcing we refini din or former MP
Greater Accra
regional NDC omo general secretary I think so we refini din masa eni adentina omo ni defend do or die ni ade adentina mu defend ade enye ne ye catch opinion leaders all manum
ba se kwabena do for so ajabo
entina me se party ni enipa om eti ye kan na ebusa se NDC party I shall see from PNDC NDC Hudu Yaya Commander Steve Obimpe Dear Fanane ne yire Dr. Mary Grant panimfu aba party mu Kofi Totobi ko atemo nka obwase kwe oyi ye fro say no training college oyi akokare PV obemo Commander PMG Griffiths mo party mu panimfo ana oyede o man shamsa ombuye former health secretary agogo hine akoko sapomo nana ya wawu odwabi ni odwabi ne friends say otuosrebo government statistician big time people prominent well knowledgeable amodi o man agu o man pen e wo party to send this and then kwalanto to fiwa we mu e the party ni di agro keka de o mo pe na John Dramani mama pani ya yo simpa pani toto utim ena wo so ka na nkwala ne heli mon fa babu papa fa na me di padanim na party no mama na munya o do oda na nyadwuma Ghana for se politician bi ba no si do oda 20 on the 7th of July 2024 enkonko to aba enkopajuma mo bi papa e ma ni sa mekun anwasi
ocho mesa
now we don't print the chai no okay yeah to plus the chai
manager
yes
yanko
ocho afire you nti minister be pick calls
every day I say every day
wa fire I mean
cha I'm for kakram piece na so na me mail lines niti okay na email lines no enfam fra 508304939 508304939 but before I pick calls no yemfa Dama Dr. Kwame Amponsa ene Rashida Financial Services omo nyina ta yechi na di dwumadi bramo Rashida Financial Services kasamo ntoto ye nyina oba obeboa na bibia nso atumi akonkan e de amount sanso na e de aseda PSC e de ema Danko African Market and Wholesale omo so eta yechi na ene ye di dwumadi e de bramo se ba no se me ba cha upe ba bi di dwa kankale ba ni nyina no oba Danko ha obenya biato na bibia nso atumi akọ enkan Danko African Market and Wholesale omso etaichi ana edi dwumadi eso ede ebremo na yefrodi ana ede aseda PSC pa so ma Gold Coast Catering Services nso etaichi ana edi dwumadi ebremo eba ne se ene se ope eye aduane papa edi ewo Worcester Portem hadia wa wonim se eye Gold Coast Catering Services na daruma na ode aduane papa ba taste of excellence na grilled chicken ne fried rice jollof rice bankuno tilapia wachi aduane de eda na wakase ede omo boy juma na Nabian Barbering Salon enso eyi trim fefefe na wa look sexy and attractive Kalusha any manucha say your applications grab on ten say yi omuti o na Nabian ho a no mo fefefe to bo say eno answer applications ne bakane no sa na Kalusha ye na applications ne bebrebe di manucho ho a screening process no nsem ko ba mu a edin nsem bebrebe ba fia ha ohun se omo ko a emisa say aden ne omo ko show isu no bisa say nano screening of applications no den tanete 5083049394 na yadibi so ma anochi trading ene anochi cold store 54 Hamilton Street. 5083049394 5083049394 5083049394 Shasi efu Jambema efi Obuasi ohana bo Obuasi Krodin seziano akokere no ha e two mensa akokere ti Jambema wo akokere so de mi krom akrotku e honam coin
tutuka onim tutuka
dey asem na kan na no jam
Senior.
Unipa na ebo tutuka dino befa course ne.
Although I married to the
Kalusha.
Tutuka de unya bo di dia na se. Some fan ye di chirama.
Unza yeah. Ne ho na unipa fa
ana pitona prema for you me ho na mo bro.
Sentino no ono o Ghana no e prema nipa o nti oboase o si ne wure be fi krobia di anya tutuka.
Sa.
Onde tutuka de town na oti atonsu no. Oti atonsu no. O si tutuka de na odi agro ho pa. O si oti atonsu no tutuka de na se de o ka se prema for di ho agro no odi ho agro pa.
Ona be ba oboase.
Sa. Omo ba no bo jo mo ni ya no ko se supermambo.
O si wonu supermambo pa de na ota ko ho pa.
Oda na nko
na last one yi ti asoma wo
yentio unipa be fa course no wanti unipa na beto aso
yo ene ma mentia mi senior most no fa course mi mentia na mentia so Kalusha maricho mu ya mentia mo na anotiti na matiko so se yanfanti akese mo no opo ye festre se obia nze de bia me kasa me FCP ye obia me fitina me ko mia me ye boso me no na me MPP ni asana party le kwadu wa yo betie eji mama de dan so kufa bro koka order the guy ye mu bi that na me first vice chairman ye mu bi ye start ye eye petition e kokko ya nya akonya me kwesi afie no sabe no en some sasa ulma bekasa ama jewu se na not me the state for ba o trust me as meme ayi ye man for me that mama akoka almost come do what the guy said almost there but we gra and you observe no kind no
what is that
mama de no can also do what the guy and I do what the
do or die
you do and die you are problem do and die how okay
do or die
send almost afi bia won kan sa send ulmai no tu se papa na jo kan ye no kan yo ye no netre me o ulmai the boys school bia me say me no ulmai no be kasa ne pa de ene ansem no de ya so games me say Ghana for ya omo to kwesi so pro no so mo ni breakthrough ani afona na edua na wo mu kro edu omo so to fa no mo kro be Ghana de we breakthrough ya edua na yo ayoko ya me wale ya ho ya ye foba so ati ni ejo yo protocol me ya ha se trefiable edua ma so yuri pesa ya nentra let's around do that no o yin ka so nem fa papa ye en fa ma o me ma no ye to na o tia no ati wan tia so tu ko so ko na or just baru ye bugu so ma ba fie ndi momo for do that ya mama ya
okay yes that's no jam okay Olumai take over na fe King Kalusha pick course no ndi Olumai to aso King Kalu beje
yo opo me pa sa ho ya de
onyango ba dum ba jo me ho ye pa ya
yo opo ye ti bon course for ne be defend Mahama and that defend Mahama tuna yes keep on course for you ye ni ya sa le be defend Mahama and that asa defend Mahama tuna ni ne o to kasa aya asa o to for but o kasa ni na ye one way o kasa ni na Mahama e na nipa wa MPP NDC mu nipa ye kasa wo nipa e wo NDC mu e ti ga NDC compare obi a 77 o ni dia na bi mu da oni amani be bi so o ha oni say o to na ku kwa do ka order the guy no na nipa NDC mother na do before the buy
Abrana na be for for the ya kan for there ye do ye ho na all that be guys you for trade bi kakra na try go ya see obi ade eku obi anu ade de amiensa akufo ade NPP for the buy it Ghana for no mutu abama akufo ade no mu nasa no be tibon koso for asara otu person tere no Because I'm not to Obama NDC. That's a photo to Obama NPP. Let's say we keep on going for any. As some of us walking now, we fire and we swim and yabre and we could sit down a photo. We can't now say one way. We can't now favor NPP. I don't want how die be die. I don't want to you up. I tell you, I didn't see what you are. When you see what you are, cook for the car. I see what I tell you, cacao. I cook. Omuyene tiwa ekino okaza tiwa kwekeli bikakao ani de wa hu kunso bia o na mbokra se hu kunso wa mahama ko ka se duwa dan dia ni maha ndisi ko wo be defend mahama bia no na ye wu etibo ngozo ko ye be defend mahama nde a defend mahama tena asema mahama kai no ye support 100 times ye na ye tie wo ye nim nyansa na ye ko to ba mahama e ma mahama be dia konwa e ma santimamu akufo do ba sebi woni nyansa woni ye titili tie no ye no ya ma ya sande boy o kuma se ye na na do ya ma ya sande boy na na be ye order bi da no de bae. As I said, Ghana for Obama, the Ghana for Obama, according to Ghana for Obama, any NPP as a part of woman who follow, every you go keep on going for a woman answer. Every before that, no more defending and now who follow, all that we only keep on going for, including a first general secretary, no part before you falling now. I know Professor Katra, the idea to no man I would defend President Mahama because the Mahama could also not a tea, not and now who for the time they didn't see that. When was the last time you go to a general election? How many people are who for the time this year? Your constitution and say you go to a bar. So they need a police station. I could for the time you want so for no more police station. You are two about the team of school for their fight. Everything that the team of Ghana and Yadafit, I'm out the team of war. You are quite about Yawa from a Nipa or two of Kata, Muhammad Wood for Bush Nadia Yawa to buy. Every no one. I was to place you know what out that Wood for Bush. I was to the country, I was to West Wagoro, a 2 year son of Muhammad Wood for Bush. What kind because of the sea? It is what one hour in India make Cataro. Every politics last year about it was and any I have 77 that's what Kenya has and to 77 years in summer 77 what
all my but then one our channel drink you as well be can member so be attack personality.
Can you say sorry I'm do at them. Can you cut the word of Pastor Richard someone okay was it Nipa NDC how wide so we are continue now I can cover everyone wants to pay out and you know what can cover Roman Casa was it Nipa our NDC if you got NDC from Kokobi, no man can be Ghana, and the Mahama. If you will practice Mahama, 7, or you are when you depart, I will follow, I can't clear. Or practice Mahama, Mahama, Nenipa, attending hospital. I was in Ghana. You got to about the market. You got to about mobility. No my hospital. You got to about mobility. No my open 190 hospital. You got to about mobility. No my international airport. What's international airport? After hospital, hospital, senior hospital, hospital. You got to about mobility. One year answer. One my time money. We have to about mobility. One answer. And so about 1 year or 2 million down.
Okay, all mine I'm not telling Kano. Pacha Raman, do so Raman.
Yo, the Kalusha, Mamicha, Mina opponents now. Mamicha, Mina, Mamicho. So, Mamicha, incoming national organizer, the action mark, the Fifia means, the channel. to Minia, Yati, Sipon go for. Ah, you put 8 million on Kotuma, Abama, John Domani, Mama, Martin. Minia, John Domani, Mama, some of Kayano. John Domani, Mama, some of Kayano. Minia, Kalisha, I come in the born in the sense. The born in the sense. Now, me own, I have done a media my phone. So, my way, I don't far. It's wrong. On my part, if you move media, no. Thank you, former president, some of Okayano. Before anything, Okato be coaching, Okato be coaching Simba, Okato be coaching Titan, and OPC war, people go to war. Mother, who should not be at or people do good to Matamo. So, we do Yamyakama, or put some now, or be to make a best job of them. You can not very careful, don't let people here. You need to learn people. Someone back at that. Mama, the best support, I support in that. The best support is not. Mama, you put 8 million and I got to about class and I got to about man. I put what the car there. Oh no, don't you see no only 1.5 million votes. Okay, only 1.5 million votes. Ah, we are to me, everything I can do. Ah, we study 1 day to 1 factory, 1 place, 1 dam, 1 goes to $1 million. Somebody development fund, free education buyer. Now we are going to about Unya things. Unya things, what here? And the speaker, and the opposition. And then we put the 137, let's put the 137. And I am from God to 4. They are 3, that the was in a mutual. Kata Kochi, and then the would be at them. Then, I said, I'm a former president Kano. The government 100%. The best support of you. Just that no future sure never. Now we take you with the human. You play we are for, so you never put another passport, whatever one. I'm not so sure on this channel. This is the yet to a back, for public, yet to a back. Now we come for super 2020 election. Yet you can't put up by you. And the media also one can want them. And I'll be watching her within the land in our heart. Then to some mama, then for being black. So they tell you when you're answer, if you come on hospital, when you're answer, if you're free, when you're answer, if it's a hospital, when you're answer, if it's military hospital, when you're answer, play, not embark at all, nothing. Can you, I'm a play. Tu anatu abanatu and the uko ma de jaw anatu rada make no talk with jaw play then you what you make it perfect people what no what you make it perfect na na because of ku do tira de waye asantini na ofaya no ya na mo yema my for le tia kana na ku probe kete politika no ku o be no amonka no omo ba papa for wi afi me na me da fi
Raman na moti ne kase odi na sem aba no empacho wa no ma no ewie no 38 no 38 no bacho na do so ko why 38
me ne be da so bre bacho me dia African president mo no mo abo so na me tia wutie fo nyina na me tia ta mo ko jago e bi owo bia me tia US fo nyina hello
Tion kapa manko African president me tion kapa
me da to be in fact the anyumre wa hu ye ba e wo me yes mo wa ye de wa anyumre me wa hu ye ba se obi betina fidie so the omba ka sam se ni pa na yan fa abadi free so the omba shi so fu asini ta wa ho she etigana ye to abawie ni nipa nwati na so mu kwa MCP MP dina kwa mi tikatire se omu ya an Robert ni mu kumu muti so one deal matter yeti ha yeti ya fati guarantee deputy score parliament oye MCP ni omu ko guarantee na sia omu to go ye tu pon ko tse mwa muti one time dina tam your more number card first 2024 election year say this day so the guy is in a senior to Odi atam adi na kama ka ho. Ye ni ano di atam. Let's say you meant to go. But maybe you can't create a month for. Can't you Ghana for? So okay, some more kind of comes to say. About we don't really go police station. And yes, police sent them to na abayet Supreme Court. So you have kaiswa to abani e court no say mra ko say obia ni say be so ye adwuma anya adwuma because nipa ediri court no ye fi man ko man ba kasa because of two guilty which for one time just any parent so wo man mra nya adwuma no sabi onyi nyansa ya is what man no say nyansa the whole can we first class or you don't want nyansa you first class but you first class I can't can with the house of the if you want to do one car, the obey the house again. Samilia said me, program Kayan, and I'm with you. Because of you with the war, man, and the Sabine, but no, nothing on the yard. Let's say by the case, not more. But it will be anyone that known as a support in making the whole money. And you can tell my Yogan, oh, we don't class it. What's your I say, I'm going to have a Babu. Who's aware of one dividing Panatam? I'm going to live in the answer. Can I come say, what you can work in Ghana? One dividing at them, what's only answer? I did this because of yes, a soon by minutes and away. We do the minutes and away, what's soon by yes, sir. A cat accommodates so many in Nigeria, you know about Pedia. So we will get to know about the Atama. Never do at the minimum you have to pay 2024. So, if you are, what you can say, I will go for coffee. If you are go, put them in the atom. Now, what can't ask them? One of the who say, I saw Cafe for saying, Yama, do not have a cabin without it.
All right. African presidents now, Moti say, or did I do the same about baby, you know. Me Paucho, you go a fa course no but your ba na otonu west ni down kakra we say yeso obi kumja obi kumfum obi na aka na dwen ba be center no na mo dia be didi atem say ma program no enye kwan be fa so e be pe eti egu so a fa course no wo yin but what normally 302 no 302 no na do so 302 no minim e kroko code na do so but your man ko why
Hello?
302 no. That was the news. So 302 no. 8479 no. 8479 no. When I do some pacho.
Yeah, hello. What's your name?
Pacho, yes.
Yeah, me will be now. One first, my number nine. I'm on town from Kija. Last week, the whole of last 2 weeks. No more open course now. Mon can numbers no because money many poor mo afraid they are in I know my start free. I start a program na by 1 week. Ipa 1 week na ni be there free. I think say this week na and then and draw na me who say okay can numbers no. They no so na ma believe.
Well, if I check be ni say be. But the boss no ko.
Adibaza na ka say. Na Ghana for na ni dia wow. Hey. Ani dia ni sa. When you say good for good, you know, and amount of ballot box to Daniel, you shoot too, no, that.
Yeah,
I can't do or die. It is do or die 2024. No, I can say a 2 abani kumi, but I can't kumi percent. I prefer ballot box in the Ghana, no, the point. So the point. No more to say, so you can do or die. Amu be down amu so so o man ye bobu bo mu tu aku omo bra asempa na me kan because ye to abani say na BBC na pa ballot edi Ghana omo bobo tu ombo ku ni Ghana for mo ma dwunu mu na on to bi ka asem na enya o si ye nyina na ye condemn no say enya mahama no ebi anano ne fom ye no de kaka ata e ku ye se ko wanu no so de kaka wanu no but NDC for them and Mabontin and Mekate oh the American you know man can ye boss the American automatic
but you was pa
it's you can do or die good for good or die be die you know and then you do bobo man for to ku omo
into the also say, you know, yes, for ballot box, I mean, your president now for ballot box. Let me have both working. Let's start no people you because I can pay for over all 4 years. But I'm now no I can pay for 4 years. Now, baby, I was all in the area, no be for ballot box with your Danny. Someone who ballot box now. But then, who will do the metro not here. At what I can't die. So because ballot box no the Danny near Bunny to Kuna. Oh my God, no matter how big the cat here to have and you couldn't nipa. You couldn't nipa because I can't do or die. Do or die, no, they do. No.
Okay, yeah, that's it, yeah, that's it.
Me catch Raman, any African president who come say. The first time I be by radio, so me be kasa na Kufuado amamuna ajinisem. Me be mangaza Kufuado ntimo muomano. Me Kufuado achiwo ha me na me communicator man PP. Me be bomb me party agisa and nadwuma mu ye nadwuma bone and obo Roman soldier and African president omu bia ntinya me kan tirem say asema me kan no o man kan we and na de e bom koto dwam de me kokan am beka me se mu ye tibon koso samu support sansa muru na mama kan na mu ye tibon koso sabi o man pani John Dramani mama so ye dwuma pa from assemblyman e be si president we here campaign to be a president again. He don't need a campaign.
Okay, Opo.
I just number Catero. Sasana, Yanimu Befiso radio so. Yanimu de Befiso. Me, Mecca, MPP, Mecca, and this year Mecca.
Otio, that's my
number Catero.
Okay, yeah, Gusua, fa course, and Pacho, Otio, and I can't say Cacano. Yegusua Unity Radio 103.9. Yegusua fa course no. Me pacho ba no to new voice down na be be to me akonkan. Me pacho Hello?
54 no ana. I out fire.
I say bafo sorry bafo na edu ne so bafo manenko bafo bafo
na mencha ti fo ina na e mama baso ne gani ya mo yede mo gana ene ya met ai say yes fo ina I say former president na some of the time some time ago BDKC yeah president the current president of the kan order be die the same way here from Ghana, so and I think going forward, no animal never win at the anchor, so. But I say, Apako is saying this for no, I do wear about the Yiddish, and I say, yeah. Come on, I think Interior Minister also. They're going to trip on Yamba, Basabasivo. As some of the kind of say, yeah, Basabasa, among for retaliate piano. Violence begets violence. As some of the kind of say, Ghana for no. Now, before you have 2 elections, now, former President Kukujina, voter region. As some of the candidates Ghana for no say, Eba Basabasaya, LD4, among the classmates, Ghana, because they were born out of revolution, so Eba Basabasaya is in their bloodline. Now, they just about 3 days ago, 4 days ago, Sanakokan was to say, do or die. Elections are any do or die affair. But so far, English dictionary now, you're watching so bad the meaning of do or die. A idiomatic expression, I should say. I was so forced to know you be an answer within Queen, I would be. And found quite the other fast to say you come papa, say you come bonio, say you reckless means our best so between the union and the chrono, the reality way. And to avoid failure, will you be in the form of do or die? Anyway, I think I am not yes, I'm not in the sense say I can say yes, so Nemanua, a Bema Mabuna war Ghana Hano, the B. Akobone Ediamai. Go do or die, okay, you also say, former president, and then my bay 17 years saying, Bakuka, the Quaco Janita, do or die as semi okay you. If you say yes, elections now, you do or die a person. Then time. Now, Omuna passport I ready, be multi Germany, be multi London, be multi US. That's all mobile here, yeah, Organa Hana. Adekia, 2 square meal crown once a mile, dear my say you will never make it Ghana, Leon Conco, you do or die. In 2 years, this means nothing for my president, Aqua Country movie. No piece of support to me, Baffa Israel. It is difficult for any NPP leader to have a cancer, my say, Monkonamunko, Batabata, and I'm sorry, you could DHD. No, it won't happen. It is NDC what can do or die. When they start, former president declare, let's say, Mammy Mesa, the Nupokwadimai, PhD, let's say, I said, you can hear the children to Gabon to call no money, Pato Pusino, Manabua Mamo, or we made the children for one lead to do, nothing Manti and the children acquired dining because your mom fire out of place. It is about time you tell them. I don't know, what happened yesterday was so good. If it is happening the same way today, it is also not good. If you are former president, Antonio Boasina Wankasa, because men now can and you are in the power. First of all, may I say now in his capacity as one because it's only a president, only before presidential candidate. The only thing now here former president. I think you to now why. What I gonna for us to say after the year. When I find say I will talk thank you to it. Anytime you are elected to it, into me, because what I bet to it, I know what I thank you to know what I can do what I say. Because then another that go for the MP. Someone they said then, the option is never former President Mahama and his NDC. Because so this is you know, and I just said the option and I say the alternative for solving the next problem. A former President Mahama, the fact is that the alternative for the option is very scary. But that's more from Johnson.
But for Israel, sorry, I'm not saying about for that. I'm on West. Worcester number no 508 in Patrona do so maniko. Worcester number no 508 in Ule do so maniko.
Many a fellow from AK also for the chat for any now. Kawisha, I can't make a say. Mr. Afrafon. Omusa, asoma any other kind of Sabi not unloading. Nanloading Kata. Name on a fly, a woman attacking any answer, and yes, one. So in Peninsula be full Kuma, or doing familiar. And this any other castle, Nasa, I never die. It's a minyabutre. And some now about. And also about on the commenting on name of any personal attack. In Israel, and the young buyer or media before a Becca another Omunya Akumatoyam. So say, yes, I know be a man. The other person, now I know on what yeah, Pacho, to be about a friend for the Umunya Butrena, as someone that at about and a moon commenting found with Amunia, a jet.
Mr. Frimpo, you better see you better, Mr. Frimpo, now, Motin and Casse, or no, and do the same Abano. I go to your far course, no, if I show Oba, now, what can Mr. Frimpo can Oba, now, what can a book never be to me, I conkind, never be to me, I conkind. Asukuso out here Unity Radio. But you say, oh, yes, now no Casabi and our cattle line. Why? Am I a quite afa line is why she Mr. Frimpon. So where we are, we patrol with my cattle line and I yet to answer it for Yafua. Maybe be to me a concaya. When you Asukuso Unity Radio 103.5. But you are no money 54 no. 54 no do so 54 but your manko
Kalusha I out the filer
manko
Kalusha menko ana
ko manko out
Kalusha yakupon shiro pa only my first slide Raman 1 African president somebody right now Omaka somebody via ni na plan na do ka order the guy no Ghana ha no America what you are now want here. Now mama, do or die in our car. What can you go to mama numpa wa ba be gina wono a wo ka ne wa sam basabas sama mama numpa wo ka ne wa sam wonna si Kumawu District Hospital wonna si Formula Hospital wonna si Papa District Hospital sama mama nuna si International Airport Ashanti region no sama mama nuna si Tafi Central Market no sama mama nuna si Central Market Kumasi no sama mama nuna awe siremni no wonna asi Asawasi Central Market no sama mama nuna awe siremni no wo ka ne ho asam wonna ma mu 30 e-blocks no ntumi no no ko sam bi obiom san sama wa ka no enso fata ni na do and die no president mama akanu was in vigilant police station to say 2020 and another organizing election ya to akwa clear baku wetia the single one to one amuno to say that I was to west go ya to by election mo another two commissioner to run the ayo maduma e da be another Anton na mubianu to say that yakwa clear so awasia omuka so mi Robert no to say that Kenya High Board akota to hospital can you know na ama multiple hospital I phone another onto one amuno and last 2024 ya kan wasan to say the Delta Forces akota regional security coordinator Kalusha regional security coordinator ama woman to one amwa omakota judges for judges police criminal ethical and inside SAYano and not some come yet your man Ghana and then Kabus Eco Plaster House and then another the Omukole another to one amu yet Ghana now our cruising up to 2 registration center another to one amu yet Ghana and Edua yet to Akramesa au Yambisa another what you want amu Sata will know some mama Sireminu, what is in our organization of Yahu, some mama Sireminu, also development and the peace of Ghana, no mama see do or die, but the Konias, Okobomacha, yes, do or die, some Bomini, and I some Belusu, when another car all die, we die, you will be a war, no question of you, some American, one best to the mama, no matter to the mama, the president Mahama, I know Yanku, President Mahama. Now I'm going to mean and sorry. One boy Sabrano, President Mama, former president. One boy, you want to blow my Ghana. I'm a Ghana Tumpo. No other show, no other show. Who did President Mahama come? President Mahama, I am Yanku. No kind of question. I told you after my first year. Or my first year in summer worker. And the Ghana for 8 years. It's to me now. What selling the bloom? The worker, what can I send to you? Now, the development. President Mama, why you know? I said, no other President Mama. Yes, 2024, South 2020 election only to Ghana for 2024. Young Penny, my son Bunty, do or die. You come on. MPP 4 and 4 and 1 and shoot your man. Clinic 20 million all the church come here. Can you say what I would say my before me say that? But some million catch Mahamanu. Why not say million on the church? On the church and the president Mama Yanku, your president Mama Boni Quota. Yes, some pony. Who will do Mahama Tom? I will be a coupon. Million on the church and yes, I am down the day and down
all right. Hello, Yaya, what they do so about Yaya? Yaya ko. Now do why you not to mute because Adam Kasa because ya conference mu na mokon one by one nti so Kasa we chair bem ti ya but o na do so if ya so na wadas ekọ na number ye 0580 no so ko na fe number ye 3995 it in that order ya wadas 05330 na fi 3995 so ko nti pacho yaya ko
mini hapa ni mameta na meta
But Jaye, baby, Ujano, voice no from Tijaye na Africa Sama Punch Memoir. Jaye.
What the name guy?
To say the call.
Yo, yeah, na me can say me tia wa ti for ni omo obutina ba. Yo, omo ma ti kan so. Yo. Many apani na me monitor mu so na mo panel report do. Minimba di amoko fa ne si no ba ya enne wa ba da se so na ye wu data e wo to no to na me pete me ma bumi ana na de ye nya na oba be na o to enya e clear say ine di no ya no si bon ko to me se ka for another God is never near excellency on Germany mama and the old to Pia can't get it all is comforter then he to reserve he is the good in the most comforter a cattle in your Ipana who can tell us all yet comforter or buy it and then I'm a traffic ring now and down agenda 111 agenda 111 excellency on Germany mama buy it then under the house center and put what they buy it. But then pneumonia hypocrisy here, then by the dinner, the Nella, the poor. People were yet from Kosovo, hospitals, one now, my name, or my kind of the health center. And my way by a Janaway and the health center on. That is how can get to a chip of Kosovo. Oh, one day for Kosovo, Baba, that Baba can get decentralizing on the Baba. It's high time to say, yeah, what I say, yeah, can't come up and mouth work, I just can't come up. And somehow Baba can say, decentralizing on the mama, and then look, and it do on that, and you have a Minia, and I'm about that now. If you never attempt to show the stuff at the decentralizing the money, and if you brought them that. Yeah, you're gonna have him for that develop my way and him for like the same for practice saying, and I buy about the develop my way, and then put through here, my hand of that. Mine at the power, my hand, and then it is that from court of one or more refer, or the other. One more theatre, my wood on a piano, my young or my man. And many are paying the high content. Only is our show, those are not the opera there, or sitting away and my other cat room. The one is our own person, over sitting away on my yet. Then I young Quantico, 9 years, I hypocrisy. Or my mother, we are telling us over the door, my issue, would you win any partner? If one are more theatre, why I can hear another, Jen or my hand. I can for president or my banner, Jen or my hand. This I can say, I cannot claim it. And panelists will be American and then in your penny. Agenda 111. And I go for what I was over at the hospital. Oh, I don't know what I want to say another. Well, what can't you sort of cry? Yeah, this meant you have to ask here. There can't want any young can be all about now for you, you Many are the boy who graduated the amount of Mushoso. They are many for about the cancer.
All right, Yana, what's in Cassie or no December? Never fast Akunya was through a month for natural because language was harsh, a bit harsh. Tip on course with the na and the fast so now Yapa Bibiacho, San 70 Unity Radio management say on the month for Acho in Yana Casana, it was a bit harsh. And Wadas, Una Edu so Pacho Mananko Wadas.
You Unity Radio at here for the Minia Kalusha Okano. Yabas, the one the Aquaswa, Argentina in Chapet. Onusu to say the Yaka do or die, Amote Yantiasi, every Onus, but Onusu Fibano, and maybe Amontiasi, if you ever say Yanma and saying I program. The Didi Cosna and Koya with the Empress Tia Colesno, Yabas, Yaya Power, my hands on Mobaka, on it now. Next time you see it from Tona, but the DSU. Now, many are telling them, I'm in talk from them and chat from Kum. Emma, my face, my country, and then Nawakani, Mr. Noah, or Pukujansi. Any new or Chifum boy now, and Pen Yanko for Edna King David, no. Yanko for Enkom, now on top is the Pomo. So, send a bay on Mubaya and what they done that actually acquired my now, Sika, and I said, New King David, that Wapano now on Rabaya or Penica. Minia Kalisa, Maminto Mintanso, Minia out to file any Docata Tiano, M. Yaka o mapania ento wabasum kana pa na de embe minim tata me no muni kana Tanzania hu wo modi ana minim emi na oje papa o mapani ba watwam ya papa aku donkofo e de health insurance buy ya wa no de feeding program buy ya wa no de your friends teachers allowances buy ya wa no de nurses allowances buy ya papa John Dramani buy o be try ta nyama we nyina e de no ma ma ti do yema o ma kokko Ghana I know and the property am ma yema Ghana mutimi mo setimu upon hospital am okay am owie or the nesa ko kan owie oba e ne papa kofo e de kumase ya affordable houses or the nesa be kai e no ye e dem le pete bi ono no be tu de ye papa kofo ye no ye no timi to aso what you to the other na mu be kan ma be ka je I would define a quad or say you are better Kumasi International Airport you can make Kumasi Airport ye be Kumasi Airport e je no ye no o be ka ti so do an ye chi o e de ya wo kan ya problem to buy e se get na ba ko be e ti o to ni pa nya ba bi ni afa kede ti akwan ye nya ko e be fu atu na na be kan kwa ku fa do ada wo be isi na osi Central Market ono wo ye no ye die am ye hu se Kumasi ye se nya bibi papa ye you buy ya ka kede ti atu o mu da to ma na o mu kai enti o to ami na Kalusa wo ye ba bi nyina get nye ba ko pe wu ro ma eno anu isi nya me ko sa ma ita to o pe ambulance ko nya ba bi en fa no ko dumja e je no ye futa o titi ya o ya friend ka o plata ni mo anu e je because o be to o mi e wu so e bi o je hu na be ka ti mi da me kam me ko fa ka me ba pa se du tetia da na nyina to no ye bu no ani ya na asem wa ka se ya ono so ka ye si ai no o za ndi ti fo no ba ndo mu ntimi nka na mu timi ka cha se ya friend you are there ya papa John Dramani ka no se ye yen tiate da ye mbre mu ye ticket e tu wo se bi ticket ya we general secretary e tu wo se na o ti ateva se na wo se di yenya ye premu le se be ya papa no be ba woncha be pa to a o si ye yi se ye yen te ase de ye ko se wo school be na wo ko o ti di tetia yenu Kumasi ase du tetia anya hwe minister enso minima se du tetia wo yen di sa wo se du tetia na odi ase du tetia ya be from papa no kasa na o kan e be timi di 2024 e ti mu ndi di for na mo de enu na mo to mo ntia se no me de minya Kalusa ka me pesa me kan se papa no kasa na o kan de pia me ka enu me ba ko me ka so papa no na bonten na o na me kasa because enye that part ya e be timi di na me kasa kan to ya France o sa hospital samna na ya papa kofo akufado eto oba be ti 111 no o za me de pia me pa ta mo na me ka ti da na ya papa first kanu amna enta ta mo me kai ka hospital ka yeti sina ya mi no at least o de for section because 111 ni na ka ubi un complete ya 111 na wo ka ni na ka ubi tanzo o se be ti mo no na da na ka wura me be se papa akufado ade na ye Ghana nyina da pade o titi 111 na ye beta na ne mo no ye de ye de Ghana tika ana Ghana da pade ye no ye be tra ni da o mo na ni ko na won to aso no hia e yo man ni nyina de anya NGT for dia ana anya NPP for dia e Ghana for dia ne mo no ye papa John Dramani mo kaza we ya o kan ni de Minya Kalusa so tie unity radio pa dia omra bonte no me pa Ghana for nyina cho ni mfa ne ko ne nkan ni nto amamo ni so Minya Kalusa mo ni ya menya aduma
wadas na moti nka no wadas e bedas yi pa pacho wa no ma no 3995 no ona do so 3995 pacho manenko pacho de edu so ne 3995 una edu so manenko Ibrahim
ya mi kwano ni nyami che Kalusa ere oni me dia opo bi a me chia na nyime na mi chia Ghana fo nyina incoming president John Dramani Mahama be bia
Ibrahim maniko
na o ti siro na o didi a che no o se waka cho
chopper na unity no chopper na unity radio so na ye pa amanfo achu say ninu na asem okan na tipo so de na ano ohye because empanifo bi ni akasa say etwi kasa emodu ye pa say unity radio be fa so akonya bi so apa obi bi acho
radio ye tiemu mesi radio ye tiemu de mu kan
Ibrahim Jaye na kasa yoi Jaye na kasa na yana wakasa no drop into Jaye pa Jaye ma pa cho
okay ya o se ti bon ko so le nyansa yo no ni wonu wa o to ni ana de Dramani Mahama ka to yebe defanen ne semanya ke Dramani Mahama first from the field na ibisa se ho ni ya ka to yo se yam pa ho ya to yampa MP fight na when na yampa na to
na me okay koso
Dramani Mahama mo hoya MP before na obepa ma cha na when ye yanti yampa to ne fa to china o wa wunti ase na kosipu ye obaye no aye ye tikoma ani na nado efa boys three South Africa etire no mo koma ye tikoma kanya Japan 2016 election ye koye no omo wini omo de na obekye koye omo foto wini election 2020 ye ani haya mo aviam anajo no mudi tuo gira ma mfoso kechiman sitino anajo no mudi tuo nan ne obi aba no hu se de ekoso no ya sisie unsisi na ya beda no kasa minti ate Malaysia wo
hello
Koma, no ka ne man na koso. Dramani Mahama no ye Ghana, no ye mampanyinwa. Aye Ghana kimi Ghana emphasis panyini. No ye on kimi no ye commander. Ghana emphasis. Aw ko no ye mampanyi. Police nyina dana no. What you say ye wolusi no din to ka baga. What you say wolusi no din to ka baga na Malijo. No mampanyi wo dai bedal. Aw no ye nimno wo dai mai. And they know the Democrats were Butuno. Unu Sani Fan who they are defending. Waka order who Nipana over the action who defend this and Nipano. So on the way and a year. But on the way and and Kokra for some of the enemy who radio to Dinatum. Nanya Unity Radio, Cabranchen of Sagana Hanoa, go over to buy a veteran. Oh, that's a scene now with the Ghana. Amundai. Kasa simi kata kanta no omundai Dramani Mahama we ni bema muwa we nipa ito omundai sansa hunu no to mu pese e kono bokwa omu mayen kono bokwa mu pese e kono gidigidi so omu kana yen kono gidigidi ni awde ma mbesi o wai
me dansi pa me pacho bra boachi pacho na du suma nko bra boachi
Kalisha manencha mo ene ni na Kalisha enu mami jina line to 17 minutes 20 seconds. Kalisha manka
baba chime da
mema jumapa mo ye woni opone mami chu. Besro media kakra me kan se ye kromfo no yenya botre. Ewi ase obi kunkun a obi mfun wia. Mimi mo ndisi fo no. Because mo mutia se kakra se adu mre a yenka hu se NDC ntimi mo Ghana. NPP ntimi mo Ghana. Iso mo adwempa bi a mo nyire nkamu ne mwane anu nye baako. Yenka ntire NDC NPP so wo ntimi mo Ghana. Akufo adu ntimi mo ma ntimi mo. Efani fo mo de adi na edi agoro. Obi aba ba be no ne na busuafo adi. Obi aba o makasi enkum nipa ne ekum nipa. Obi ba o makasi entwi nipa ne ahwe ade di na enwi fo ne yetimi nya awe baako. Yenka mu se NPP ntimi mo Ghana. NDC ntimi mo Ghana. Yenye adwe baako ni hu se two party na o mu di Ghana nya enti obi so fukumu a obi mfumu nwa ni nyina enye baako ni mwa no obi ba sebe NDC fo no ba ni party bi asese NDC so ba wo nya botre no mfa akoma because ni abofo no adba be gina so di obi atoma na so obeka no eno nipa no o sesa na adwa na so oye bibi nti obi funku obi mfumu nwa nti Kalisha meso me die no no wo mo frɛ na so mo ka kasati a mo sɛ yɛmfa kokɔ ɛna kyikyere man yɛmfa gugu na kyikyere man
yo ba bachi ebeda sie pa bacho enche ye di dwumadi ni beba wie na ansa de beba wie no ye nua same wo so po ba my announcement ba ko na mienu bi ansa de dwumadi no aba na wie ye same wona du so mpacho ma no nko
Sami da tibe ni akonya odi ama me nyame me mamumu ni aduma pa
Sami asana be ko mama yi bra kwasi buachi wo ba so na emso online kate enti pacho obetuma afra na nka we do ayi last call akwasi buachi pacho so obetuma afra online break in pacho obetuma afra see na you found on your last call why pacho Sami maniko
okay Kalusha me da tibe MTD amanfo akasa but Kalusha me eno amekasa me say kete me biao if he said Penimu Obia former president that I don't know make it by the time I could can order be done. Even though I some kind in later the young Ghanaians you know who say some kind of boyasem I assume it must be a condemn until later no oh no that to me say the oil and yafe or bed the oil something kind of for me pamucho mumma me kwenya no me dem some or pagada focho and the academy any figure mama say so we deployment panini bi na still I say one anya de sika na peto nya say dey wanya nwie and after dey no peto ye magana we twanya into time ta konya ni bi ma this is not the route that it offer what I say he should come to Ghanaians on a spirit of humility and next we go to be do or die election dey do or die and dem are doing how peto this we supporters need him well and me say those who are calling, you call it a friend. When Timmy sitting can't drop any say, and maybe Unipano Koyebi. And maybe Unipano Koyebi. I'm a gun of focus at here. And in Tiana, what gaso pain, also so that you can make it comments. Now I am here, say, a certain Katia, is it a former time palm wine tapper? Or no, you should go and we should go and ask our English teacher. We should blame our English teacher. Is it? I am here. I said, who is he? Senate Jerry Doron is maybe so rest perfectly. And a couple of saying, discover how they buy and Catabra whom Timmy never come here. Let's say, to talk petrol tankers and maybe filling stations. And yet, he come and say, oh, my country, we should blame our English teacher. Who is he? Obia Kata, problem before the other before. What was that? Some of your penny as well. I am boys and I have some of the project of Kwamba. Obikoya, you condemn me. And this will be Funkoya. You are little Funga. Yes, sitting countries are there, and yet, a woman did not get that from they are condemning the words of John Mahama. In the end, what say, young woman, supporters, a combat, and I said, or something, or no, John Mahama, or no, he said, a question, another Mahama, no, said it, what will say? Your kind of one come on, won't patch out, no, we didn't come out the best shall be a Boko, Gidi, may catch Romo, John Mahamano, or the Coco said them, about words or Africa or Dubai, or any man. Now, what could trouble about the above and all night. Now, I buy all the them at the trial. The Combinimobia, or quite a campaign this year, or by a truck and the accident, they never took on Fanotia. And this is not John Mahama or by them. Oman, Coreno. What I say, I'm now with your 2 and here we are, you're the murder Mumbai, we are by air. And now, we'll do a kind of one young patrol will be counted out with them. Don't do a die on young patrol and they'll be Massa, a Cobada Wesa, or Mampanini and Penifoniano, or more year you do medium, or Moco Biase. Nay, I said, they're Combiano, or the Hunamakoje. If you are also soon like Kauba, Bombia, Mobushia, and no, you know, man. And this assembly by yet, nothing young Jew, young from Yansa, young who's up, and you know, irrespective of a Kumapa woman on us support a woman on. So, yeah, in your cousin in ya. 6 captain said, yet no one yet I was your mamma. Then so assembly of Canadian, yet because I don't know because Cadino, you condemn Edmino. So I say, into a cousin in ya. Who know what to take them and Cantiano. So because then yet, in time was a movie in your bar, they say, I say, I think some more kind of yet. Maybe a future Emma or Mampani, a Kufado. So they go, Mamma, I know why you're so greedy to come to power again. Now, not don't find a normal to come with no, all make it sure, Russia will be kind of or say kind of a big issue. That's what we did in the boss as well. Me sure say 2024, whoever becomes the flag bearer of NPP, kind of other way, you must pack for the necessary part of the trust, no matter what no Mahama de friends that do or done, about compared the Atina. Remember, Kalusha, Mammy Pamanucina, of trust.
Yo, Sammy, you better Sammy, so I say, Brock, we see, watch it, Pacho, so what even can. And can be to my friend and can do a last call. Not be to my cousin. And share your judgment, any baby, and I'm a far and can bob could be and trim. A honorable Ken as a for Jane. Ah, ye, could ni, the yow, the yow, and your ho, and the matey for say. Nay, the doffo, I a friend of my sister is as a for Jane, a say no, year time and do. Na 10th of September, ya, that's a fair day, baying. Now, baby, ye muno. Now, my viewing at 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Now, only at 233 Mill Street, Worcester, Massachusetts. Now, you know, the Riano 12:30 to 1:30 no Hope Cemetery. Now, Umbeko Aquacoye a year no Coco see a muno Hope Cemetery. Now, for Mimenda Enumreno, if you know, tree a copy don't co. That is 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. No, remember 11th September. And no, Marionis Park, and you're 52 South Quinsigamont Avenue, Shrewsbury. One number quite a no, na bibia to my now. So also to me, Basra, Zoom, na Zoom no, oh yeah, Zoom no money 8923372996 and your Zoom number no na passcode na 063740 and no so won't inquire na Zoom credentials or try yakupon by we say tin number ni mo na fe bibia to me akonkan na Thanksgiving essence say o me memenda phone nti ni kwesi the number so ba the following week memenda no Thanksgiving be baso na baso a the mo patch busa che ne say and 9:30 to 12:30 on by 67 Venus Street. It is on the call acquaint sorry Ezia sorry there Venus Street in this one now the following week. Now fee almost in the morning by say what say won't remember ye no now what say living and I maybe two twin back now person to aboard their back. Cash up and Zell no maybe able to cash up and Zell no maybe able to a dinner also can as a Fujin, na no man no ye 508-414-9531. 508-414-9531. Yakupo yadma, mumiambo chi na yenko if you are study if you are 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Munu, you better dana mobia pay the last respect. 233 Mill Street, Worcester. Na fi mama says subium 12:30 to 1:30 no Hope Cemetery na year no baso na emunu yakwakusie no nkafra na fi mimenda nwumre Marines Park Shrewsbury 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. na 52 South Quinsigamont Park Shrewsbury na year no so eba na din nkabo say twem say opuase boga papa de boga wa so eye no and so eba so 152 Main Street Shrewsbury 152 Shrewsbury and also say eye no eba so kama na e be say etiefo ebeba na ma bebo ebusua no na matumi akra ma mechi krakra na bibia tumi akoso yakopon ya aduma ocha the details of Opo Asia Yeno, Yadubeba na Etiefo na Bibia to me akonkan. We did the King Kalusha, Menamidi, Echi Crano, and I'm before course. Na Bibia to me cause. What is Opo, no teenager ma, no a host, na Bibia to me koso, Manucho Magandi, Tatarito, Mempeme Wasem, Worcester, Massachusetts, Worcester edition of Erizato, Madudoku. On the application about to just say Obiamra, now the application ba or so a ring out of Bible or pay a year, never be to Yakosi. It will poor Manicho. What's it? Enya, two mensa a sonka. Now, your sign of a fidias so I can say, yes, will be come binda. yɛnua no asɛm na ɔkan na asante kasa deɛ na mu odu nti unity management fa so epa etiefo nyina chew because NDC for ne MPP for no na enya enimu yɛ adwuma na bibia tumi kɔso nti sa kasa bi ba mu na yɛntumi amfa chopper ma na tse yeso yɛntumi anya adwuma yi ɛna yɛde dwumadie no bɛsi medi ni King Kalusha me na medi join chairman na yakopɔ yɛ aduma na sɛ ɔde yankwa kyɛ a ɔkyɛ no patututu kokroko so adopabosio eje kokroko adopabosio ya kasaba so de di dwedi ara mo yakra mo bye bye
ya ebibiman so difuo suban sɛ wɔte wɔ position na sam kanko wɔbɛtena ba mu a na sam kanko ɛna akɔyɛ te sɛ